Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the 2014 Nancy Drew Games Mega Marathon. My name is Michael Gray. I've had some technical difficulties here today. I'm trying to play this game in front of a live studio audience on YouTube. Hello, all 111 people on YouTube who are watching this. They will be commenting as I play this game. I will mention their comments. You know, presumably they'll have lots of funny and cool things to say. We'll have a great conversation. So, what am I doing here? I am playing a Nancy Drew game because this is 2014. Now, the 30th Nancy Drew game, The Shattered Medallion, is being released this year, so I thought, hey, why don't I play all 30 games, you know, in preparation for game number 30. So that's what I'm doing here.
Welcome to my latest case, The Secret of Shadow Ranch. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, choose Gameplay Overview.
So, Secret of Shadow Ranch was first released on August 30th, 2004. You'll notice that this has a brand new interface. It's completely different from the previous 9 games. The previous 9 games had like a larger thing going up to here. They had the little clock on the side. But here the screen is a little bit bigger. It's cool, it's crazy, and it also takes a little while for me to get used to. Let's get started on Senior Detective.
Dear Hannah, well, I made it to Shadow Ranch, but I'm afraid all is not well. The Raleighs, the people who own the ranch, have been called away on some kind of emergency. They had Dave Gregory, he's their foreman, pick me up at the airport. He gave me a phone number, told me to call the Raleighs at that number as soon as I got settled in, and refused to tell me anything else. In fact, he barely said 2 words to me the whole ride to the ranch. What's worse, Bess and George aren't here yet, which is very strange, because even though we had to take different flights, we figured we'd get into Phoenix at about the same time. Being here without them feels odd. After all, the Raleighs are their aunt and uncle, not mine. I wouldn't even be here if Bess and George hadn't begged them to invite me out to the ranch for 2 weeks, too. Until about 3 months ago, the Raleighs owned a clothing store. Bess said it was always their dream to sell the store and buy a cattle ranch. I hope they're okay, but frankly, as beautiful as Shadow Ranch is, I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this place. Love, Nancy.
Alright, so this is the start of the game. We need to call the Raleighs, like Dave said. So, Raleighs. Here we go, Raleighs.
Hello? Hello, Mrs. Raleigh. It's Nancy Drew.
Nancy, are you at the ranch?
Yes, and I'm a little concerned that you're not.
I don't know what's going on.
Nobody around here will tell me anything.
That's because I told them not to. I wanted you to hear what happened from the horse's mouth, as it were. I thought you might worry otherwise.
But I am worrying. I can't help but think that something terrible's happened.
Oh, everything's fine. I mean, it is now. It wasn't last night, of course.
Everything would have been fine last night if you hadn't made such a fuss.
How could I not make a fuss? There was a rattlesnake in our bedroom, for Pete's sake.
A rattler snake? Well, that's not good.
Don't tell me you're at the hospital.
Yes, we are. Although I'm only here because Ed's here. He's the patient. I'm just here to keep him company.
You can go home anytime you want.
Oh, someone's got to keep you out of trouble. Next thing I know, you'll be playing with scorpions.
I wasn't playing with that snake. I was trying to shoo it out of the room.
I told Ed to leave it alone and let one of the hands get it out of there, but no, Ed started poking at it with my yardstick, and all of a sudden it leapt up and bit him.
Where?
In the bedroom, dear. I could have sworn I mentioned that.
No, Mrs. Raleigh. I mean, where did it bite him? On his arm? On his leg?
Oh, on his arm, just below the elbow. Swelled up something awful. But fortunately, he's doing much better today, and the doctors think he'll be well enough to go home in a day or so.
I'm well enough to go home right now.
No, you're not. If I don't stay here with him, he'll get up and walk right out that door.
No, I won't.
Would you rather that Bess and George and I postpone our visit?
Oh, good heavens, no. I won't hear of it. You're going to go on as if none of this ever happened. You just go get a horse from Tex. He's the head wrangler, and go riding to your heart's content. I told Shorty to go ahead with the cookout I planned for tonight, and...
The envelope. Have her take that envelope to Mary.
Oh, good idea. There's an envelope in the roll-top desk in the den marked Mary. If you could ride over to Mary Yazzie and give it to her, we'd really appreciate it.
Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-wop-bop-ba-dop.
I'll do it right away. Did you say I'd have to ride there?
Because of the way the roads are set up around here, it takes longer to drive to her place from the ranch than it does to get there on horseback. Dave will tell you how to get there.
She's gonna have to get the key to the desk from him, too.
Oh, that's right. I always lock the roll top. Dave has the key. Oh, dear. It seems like there was something else I wanted to tell you.
The horse, Bed. Tell her about the phantom horse.
Did he say phantom horse?
Yes. You see, last night we...
Hello, Mr. Raleigh. Time for those tests.
Uh-oh. We have to go. Don't worry about us, dear. You just go have fun. Just be sure to wear a hat and drink plenty of water. It's gonna be another hot one. Bye!
No, wait. Just tell me about the phantom horse?
Alrighty, so I'm trying to get the comments going here while I'm playing this game. I apologize to everybody in the live studio audience. I am trying to read your comments and play the game at the same time, but we are having technical difficulties here because I'm a cowboy, and cowboys, well, we ain't real good at, you know, these computer thingy-worders, so let's get going.
Frances Humber. Wonder who she was.
Well, she's Frances Humber, Nancy. Frances. Ooh, radio.
Phoenix and surrounding areas will be hot and dry today with temperatures expected to reach the mid-90s by 5 this afternoon. After that, temperatures will begin to drop with a nighttime low in the mid-60s. Most areas to the south and west of Phoenix can expect more heat for the next several days, while areas to the north and...
That voice sounds familiar, and I don't know why. Let's meet Shorty, everybody! Shorty! Shorty, he ain't tall 'cause he's kinda short and fat.
Hey, you must be Nancy. I'm the cook, Shorty Thurmond. Welcome to Shadow Ranch. Come on over here and tell me about yourself. You have talked to the Raleighs, right?
Yup.
Beth said something about a phantom horse. Do you know what she was talking about?
Sure do. See, I was just about to crawl into bed last night when all of a sudden this glowing horse comes galloping up outside. It stops and rears and paws, whinnying and snorting. Then it just wheels around and gallops off into the night. It was Dirk Valentine's horse, you know. Now it's a phantom.
Now it's a phantom. The horse is a phantom. I can't do a good Shorty impersonation, but I'm gonna keep trying.
A phantom horse?
Dirk Valentine was an outlaw around here back in the 1880s. Legend has it he was in love with Frances Humber. She lived right here on Shadow Ranch. Unfortunately, her daddy was the sheriff.
Something tells me this story does not have a happy ending.
Because of him, Valentine was captured and eventually hanged. Ever since, the ghost of his horse has been roaming the desert, cursing whoever sees him with bad luck.
You don't really believe that, do you?
All I know is, Ed Raleigh sees the horse, and what happens less than 2 minutes later? He gets bit by a rattlesnake. You do the math.
Okay, Shorty, it's blazing hot here. Why are you wearing flannel?
Well, I'd better get going.
Don't be a stranger.
No, seriously, it's really, really hot outside. Didn't you listen to the weather report? It's a scorcher. Okay, so let's meet our characters here. This here is Dave Gregory. Slowly turning around.
You talked to the Raleighs?
Yes, I'm supposed to go ahead and have a good time and not worry about Ed, which is a lot easier said than done.
He'll be okay. Getting bit by a rattler's no picnic, but it sounds like he's out of the woods.
How do you think that snake got into their room?
Probably crawled in through a mouse hole sometime during the day and took a nap. Nighttime's when they're most active. Something the Raleighs found out the hard way.
Could somebody have put it there?
Guess it's possible. Person would have to know how to handle snakes, of course, but then if you work in the desert, that's one of the things that's good to know. Guess you're gonna be asking me a lot of questions, huh?
Yep.
I'm sorry. Am I bugging you?
The Raleighs said you were a detective.
Their niece, Bess Marvin, she told them that, and she exaggerates.
I'm gonna be honest with you, ma'am. We were short a couple hands to begin with, and now with the Raleighs gone and everybody on edge over what happened last night, well, this is not a good time to be visiting Shadow Ranch, that's all.
Aw, man, Dave. Everybody's favorite character. Oh boy. And I'm still trying to work the comments here, so excuse me for not paying attention to the game or the comments. Okay, so we need to talk to Dave about this key.
The Raleighs asked me to take something out to Mary Yazie's, but it's in the den in the roll-top desk, which is locked. They said you had the key?
Sure do. They gave me their key ring at the hospital.
Great, thanks.
To get to Mary's shop, just follow the trail that goes northeast out of the corral. Can't miss it. And I should probably warn you, she doesn't like the Raleighs.
Why not?
No idea. Not really any of my business.
I'll let you get back to work.
See you later.
See you later. Gonna see you later, Mr. Alligator. And let's meet Tex, the final character. Well, not the final character of the game, but he is the final hand who is working on the ranch.
So which one are you?
Excuse me?
The Raleighs said they were going to be inviting some young ladies out here. I take it you're one of them.
I'm Nancy Drew. My two friends haven't arrived yet.
Why not?
Actually, that's a good question.
I brought 3 horses in this morning. Hardly fair to keep them tied up all day if nobody's going to ride them.
So you're in charge of the horses?
I'm the head wrangler. You want to ride, you come to me. You prove to me you know what you're doing, I may just let you.
Did you see the phantom horse last night?
I saw something. Just what? I still ain't sure. Now, if you want to ride, listen up. First thing you're gonna do is never ride unless you're wearing a hat and gloves. And unless you got a full canteen of water. You can wear that hat over there. It's Mrs. Raleigh's. Got a helmet built right in. Her gloves are on the saddle you'll be using. And you can get a canteen from Shorty. Then you're gonna saddle and bridle your horse.
Oh, lectures.
I do that when I bring him in. Then you're gonna lead him to the mountain block in the corral and mount up. Then I'm gonna ask you some questions. You can't ride outside the corral till you get all the answers right.
Okay, so I have to tell you that Tex always sounds like he's whispering like an angry man. I don't know why, maybe it's the mustache.
If I don't know something, can I just ask you?
Nope. When you're done riding, you're gonna dismount, hook your horse up, take the saddle and bridle off, and put him back where you got him. Always keep your gloves with your saddle.
Yeah.
Which horse would you like me to ride?
The bay over there. Name's Bob. If you get off when you're on the trail, don't tie your reins to nothing. Just drop them. And barring an earthquake or something, old Bob will stay put.
So Almighty Corncake in the comments just said that Tex sounds like Batman, which is a good point. I saw the recent Batman movie, and Batman talked like this the entire time, which is really close to Tex. So clearly, Tex is Batman.
May I go riding now?
Nope. With the Raleighs gone, the ranch is real short-handed. Before you ride, you're gonna have to go see if Shorty's got any chores that need doing. Gotta get a canteen from him anyway.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
Yeah, Tex is going to hurt his throat talking like that. I agree with the person in the comments, Kiara Wolf 96.
Well, hello there.
Do you people want me to say your names when I talk about your comments in the studio audience, or should I just, like...
Hello?
Whoa, phone call.
It's Beth and George.
Hi, I'm at the ranch. Where are you guys?
Yes.
You are in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
The airport in Phoenix?
We're at the airport in Omaha, Nebraska. Our plane had to land here so they could fix some problem with the radio, and now they're saying we could be on the ground for hours.
Oh, okay. We've got some great comments. Oh, man. Texas mustache is the culprit. That's what people are guessing. Oh, and somebody wishes it was Halloween. I sort of wish it was Halloween, too. Because, you see, recently I had a haircut disaster. This is me getting off topic. I do this a lot with the live studio audience. People in the studio audience tell me things, and then I get distracted. So, I recently had a haircut disaster, and my only ability, the only thing I could do to fix it was to shave my head. And so, I have a picture here. I have the picture here. So, this is the picture of me with my shaved head. The one on the right is me. Shorty is the one on the left. See? Okay? So, that's why I wish it was Halloween, because I would dress up like Shorty for Halloween. And now, back to our broadcast already in progress.
cancel the flight.
Yet. I mean, who knows what's really going on? Yeah, no one around here ever gives you a straight answer. So what's going on there?
Nothing much. If you don't count the fact that last night Uncle Ed and Aunt Bet found a rattlesnake in their room.
Oh my gosh! Are they okay?
Well, actually, it bit Uncle Ed.
Is he alright?
He will be. Right now, he's in the hospital. He'll probably be there for a day or two. Aunt Bet's staying with him.
Oh my gosh!
And apparently a phantom horse showed up at just about the same time as that snake.
A phantom horse? Of all the times to get stranded in some stupid airport. Look, you just better keep us posted, Nancy Drew. That's all I gotta say. We're so bored. George just bought a book on 19th century clothing and accessories.
George did?
It's the only thing in the bookstore here that looked halfway interesting. So if you need to know anything that's even remotely related to 19th century fashion, let us know, okay?
Sounds good to me.
So what else has been going on?
Apparently last night, this glowing horse came galloping up out of nowhere, caused a huge commotion, then went galloping off and disappeared.
It was glowing?
Evidently, it was pretty spooky.
You're there investigating phantom horses, and what are we doing? A big fat nothing. That does it, George. We're suing the airline.
Let's talk to Bess and George about everything. I like Bess and George. We have a new George in this game, which makes 2 games in a row they have a new George, but it's cool. I'll accept it.
Was hanged back in the 1880s.
Is this Valentine guy a phantom too?
I don't think so.
Well, how come his horse got to become a phantom and he didn't? Beth, phantoms don't really exist, okay?
According to legend, seeing the horse is bad luck.
I believe it. I mean, look at what happened to the guy who owned him.
Don't you think it's kind of odd how that rattlesnake showed up in the Raleigh's bedroom right after that phantom horse showed up outside?
You don't buy that it was an unfortunate coincidence?
No, not really.
Dave said when the horse appeared, everyone ran outside to look.
So, you're saying someone used the horse to lure everyone outside, then put the snake in their room, knowing no one would be watching?
It's possible, don't you think?
But if you're right, it means someone wants to hurt Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed. Oh my gosh! If you're right, it means that someone is on the ranch.
And whoever it is must be working with an accomplice. You know, someone to wrangle the horse.
So everyone there is a suspect.
That's right.
Well, you don't have to sound so happy about it.
Oh, everyone's a suspect.
That's it for now.
Stay in touch. That's an order.
Okay, so, Shorty clearly is my long-lost twin brother. That's what the picture said, right?
Hey there, Nancy. Man, I wish the Raleighs were here.
I still have that picture, right? Yeah, twins. I could be like his brother, maybe his younger brother. He looks a little bit taller than me. Which is strange, because his name's Shorty. He's short. Huh. Yeah. Okay, so, back to the game. Hey, Shorty!
Me too. It'll be nice to talk to them in person.
I'm really looking forward to you and me sitting down and having a nice conversation. Especially with all the weird stuff that's going on. I'm so busy getting all their chores done in addition to my own that I barely have time to talk to myself, let alone to you. Enough of me complaining. What's up?
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
No, wait a minute.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Tex said
We
I
need to do chores.
From you and see if there are any chores you'd like me to do.
Music to my ears. First thing you can do for me is go out to the garden and pick all the ripe vegetables. You know what ripe vegetables look like, don't you?
No.
No, but don't worry, I'll find out.
Good, because if you pick vegetables that aren't ripe yet, I'll be real ticked. You can put them in the vegetable basket that's hanging outside. And one more thing. Sometime today, I need you to build a cooking fire in the pit outside. I'll light it when I'm ready to start cooking. And be sure to fill the bucket out there with water and leave it by the pit. You know, just in case something catches on fire that isn't supposed to. The Raleighs wanted to have a cookout tonight, and by golly, we're gonna have a cookout no matter who is or isn't here.
Okay, so, Pretty Azukas makes a good point. They couldn't call him Tolly, they had to call him Shorty, even if he seems to be about the same height as everybody else.
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
So this game is 3 days long. And, you know, once we finish with all 3 days of the game, or, you know, it's three days long. When we're finished with day number 1, we get to have that cookout. So we get to see what everybody looks like. So we get to see how short Shorty really is. Okay, so those look ripe. And these look ripe, nice and green. And those look ripe, they're red, and then I guess those are kind of ripe. So what you're
so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Thank you, Nancy. What you're supposed to do is look this stuff up on the internet. Harvesting vegetables in the Northwest. So this doesn't help. Yeah, you'll notice we have pictures of vegetables, which are not the vegetables we have. Sorry, I don't mean to complain. Anyway, somebody might have hacked our... Oh, those are the vegetables we have. Okay, so which ones are good? Some varieties, ripe ones, okay. Okay, underripe, ripe, overripe. Okay, so that's what you're supposed to do. And then Shorty will say, "Hey, Nancy, you did a good job of picking them vegetables." Although knowing my Nancy Drew twin character, I think he's gonna get angry.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Oh no, you got stuff in here that isn't ripe yet. Picking stuff before it's ripe is a waste of perfectly good food. So don't do it again, you hear? Now, second thing I need you to do for me is take this, go out to the chicken coop and fill it up with eggs. Just be careful of that basket. It's kinda old. And don't forget to build me that campfire like I asked.
Right.
So, fun fact, the woman who does Nancy Drew's voice doesn't like the vegetable challenge. She actually played the game. She's like, "What is this vegetable challenge? Real vegetables don't look like that." And I said, "Yeah, they kinda don't." Wait. Somebody's suggesting that my long-lost twin is the culprit? Impossible. He's supposed to be my twin. That makes him the hero, because I'm the hero of the game, right? Did you ever know that you're my hero? Gonna get eggs as I can see. Where are the eggs? I see no eggs whatsoever. Shorty, oh, there are the eggs.
Oh no!
What? No! Oh, this ain't fair. Oh, this ain't fair. Oh. Okay, let's chop firewood. I can do this puzzle. Okay, so the firewood is in this location, so I'm gonna hit it. Somebody has a good question. Easter Sunflower is asking the best question. Who does like the vegetable picking challenge?
Just missed.
Nancy. Okay, try again. Try again. There and there.
There. Just call me Nancy Paul Bunyan Drew.
Paul Bunyan, Paul Bunyan, do. Isn't there a song like that? Paul Bunyan, Paul Bunyan. I don't know. So, paint dries in record time due to record heat. Local science teacher spends the entire day watching paint dry, says it's the most excitement he's had in years. Bank robbers! Okay. Clothing, car, green-tinted sunglasses. Oh, and here's a thingy.
That's not the right time. Must be broken.
That is not the right time. What? Somebody named Emily doesn't mind the vegetable challenge? Emily? Look, Looks like Emily's smarter than everybody else combined. Why isn't she playing this game? That's what I want to know. So this is where we find information about horses. Horses have 4 legs and tails. Is that Tex? No, that's Tex's father. I recognize that stash, though. That mustache. Mustache is the culprit. Also, that creepy guy with the Portland t-shirt is the culprit, too. Okay, so here we find thingies. These thingies.
The Raleighs sold a trunk full of junk to Mary Yazzie.
$85, wow. To Ed and Bet Riley. Just because you fired me, don't make another mistake and think you've heard the last of me, because you haven't. We all know that I deserved a second chance. Letting me go without giving me one was just plain wrong.
Sounds
In
like
fact...
the Jane Nash person has it out for the Raleighs.
Thanks, Nancy. You was interrupting. In fact, know what your problem is? You don't believe in justice. But see, I do. That's the way my brother and I were raised. Justice always prevails, although sometimes it needs a little help. You'll see, Jane Nash. Culprit. Culprit. Jane is culprit. Jane is best culprit. Wait, huh? Puzzle. Right, puzzle. These thingies go here. So the time, red was, I've already forgotten what the time was. It was like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock rock. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 12 o'clock rock. Okay, it was 12, 2, and then 7. Okay, so blue is 2. I have some notes here just in case I get lost. And solving the puzzle gives us this thingy. Okay, open up the watch. This is a random challenge. It changes every time. I mean, if I was to back away at this point and then look at the puzzle again, it would change. That's how often it changes. And we get the watch picker thingy. You know, this thingy on the side, which opens up watches. And this... it's something I've never done before, but I'll do it here for this live marathon. I will actually read all of the entries in the journal. This is a journal of Merrill Humber.
July 4th, 1882. Got sworn in as sheriff. It was the 4th, so it's like all them celebrations was for me, which of course they weren't. Frances thought up a song and played it on the piano for me. I forget how it went, but it was purty. I'm lucky to have her for a daughter. Hereford Shoup come by with a plant he brung from New York, which he calls Harrison's Yellow. Looks right dead to me, but Francis planted it out back, give it some water, and already it looks to be on the mend. She's 17 and can read and write good and knows her numbers. Hereford's thinking to marry her, but I said she ain't of that mind yet. Hereford Shoup come by with a March 30th, 1883. Frances has got eyes for a young man named Dirk. She says he's from Prescott. Cappy says when she plays the piano, this Dirk makes everyone be quiet so he can hear her good. I ain't never seen her smile like she smiles now. I told her to bring him to the ranch for dinner, but she says he won't come because he is too shy. I wonder if that is the truth. April 16th, 1883. Got a letter from the sheriff over in Phoenix about this Dirk Valentine, who's wanted for robbing 2 banks in a stagecoach. The picture with the letter looked just like Dirk, who Frances is sweet on. When I showed her the picture, she got tearful and run off. Now, Dirk is gone, and she won't say nothing about where he went. August 2nd, 1883. Dirk Valentine is robbing banks and coaches and trains all over the territory. Francis says he never ever shoots his gun and only steals from people that already got plenty of money. But that ain't true, because some of them trains he robbed was carrying money, meant to pay miners a hard-earned wages. He is nothing but a no-good, greedy outlaw. But Francis gets real mad when I say that. I fear she is still sweet on him, that she sees him when she knows I am busy, and gets letters from him which she hides from me. September 9th, 1883. Got hold of a note Francis sent to Dirk and saw what they was going to meet. So I got a posse and we caught Dirk, and now he's in jail. The judge is coming next week, and I hear he is a hanging judge, so Dirk most likely ain't long for this world. Frances won't say nothing to me no more, and says she never will again.
Judge Hangen Tolliver. Uh-oh.
September 13th, 1883. Dirk sent a secret letter to Frances, which Mason got hold of and give to me. I locked it up so she won't ever read it. Frances ain't allowed to see Dirk in jail, of course. And if she never sees his letter, maybe she will think he don't like her no more, and maybe she will stop liking him. Frances's ma would have known what to do better than me. I wish she was still alive. September 17th, 1883. They hung Dirk at noon. I thought I would be glad, but I ain't. September 18th, 1883. Frances took Brownie in my big saddlebag and is gone. She ain't told no one where she's going, not even Cappy. But I know she will forget Dirk, and when she does, she will come home because she's a smart gal and will figure out that I did what I'd done for her.
She didn't tell Cappy, she didn't tell her pappy, she didn't tell anyone.
January 4th, 1884. My sister says her little girl Ellie got a letter that said Frances went east and was not of a mind to ever return. I hope this ain't the truth, because I miss her something awful. June 11th, 1884. The Harrison's yellow, which Frances said was her favorite flower in the world, is just a pile of brown sticks now. I don't know how to look after delicate things like that, so it is my fault for that.
Aww.
I haven't seen or heard from Frances in a year. I tell people she's on her way home, but when I look in my heart, I know this is a lie. She will never come back to Shadow Ranch, and it is my fault. I'll just have to find a way to live with it.
And you'll notice we have tears here on this page. Well, you want to read that to learn about the flower. We need to figure out about all of Frances's favorite flowers.
This doesn't look like it was ever opened.
Alright, and we have a puzzle.
As usual, things did not work out like I planned. Just when I get everything fixed just right for you to go looking for the thing I hid for you, I go and get myself arrested. But no matter what you hear, nothing is going to happen to me. I will be fine and we will be together soon, I promise. Meanwhile, you can keep busy by looking for what I hid. Start by using this piece of paper to mark where all the rock pictures are. They will tell you what to do next. Your favorite flowers and the flowers on your favorites, start keeping them in mind too. I will leave a message for you in this here cell, just in case they decide to move me to the jail down in Tumbleweed or something. I like vexing your brain, because when you are thinking real hard, like when you're playing the piano, you are more beautiful than anything in the world. I am sure to be out of here before you find my treasure, but in case I am not, know that it is all yours, and that you are more precious to me than 10,000 treasures put together. 9, 12, 15, 22, 5, 25, 15, 21. Dirk. P.S. I do not and never will hold what your father did to me against you.
Okay, I don't know what these numbers mean. I'm going to guess that, like, 5 is A, B, C, D, E. You know, 5 being the 5th letter of the alphabet. That means it's E. Could somebody decode this for me? Love you, is that it? Y-O-U, 25 is Y. So that's V. I love you, it's probably I love you. Aww. That's sweet. He loves you and he loves making codes. And check this out, they are still fixing up the front porch. It is broken, you cannot go through there. Also, we have more books here. There are more books in the other direction. And those books are necessary for solving whatever that puzzle is.
Wonder who wrote this.
Crazy. Okay, so those books are necessary for solving Texas
So far, so
Challenge.
good. That should do it.
And
There, one extremely well-built campfire, if I do say so myself.
Great looking fire, Nancy. Nice job.
dooba 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 doo wop. Okay, so most of the chores are done. Let's actually do this. Fun fact, you can actually solve this challenge before breaking the thingy. Which actually probably would be recommended because then you don't break anything and you don't look like a clumsy detective who breaks things. But this is an easy one. It's got a pointed edge. Okay, so this isn't too difficult. Just put things where they go. You can tell where a piece goes just based on the size and how the other things are. So you've got things on the left and right. The same pattern is going to be everywhere. Here? No. Okay, don't know where that one goes. This here. Perfect! Perfect, perfect, perfect.
There. Am I good or what?
Alright, everybody. Alright. So what's this? Somebody is saying Shorty is so fat he can't go outside, you know, because he broke the porch to outside. I would believe that. I would believe that. Shorty! Shorty, you need to lose some weight. Hey, Dave.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I talked to my friends, Bess and George. Their plane's been delayed. They aren't sure when they're going to get here.
Sorry to hear that. Well, to be honest, I'm not, really. Driving back and forth to the airport takes a lot of time, and time's one thing we're all running kind of short of around here.
I found a letter that may have been written by Dirk Valentine to Francis Humber way back in the 1880s. What do you know about them?
I know there's a painting of her over in the ranch house, and that's about it. Why? What'd the letter say?
The letter made it sound like Dirk was sending Francis on some kind of treasure hunt.
Well, if the guy did hide something, it's probably long gone by now.
How long have you worked here?
About as long as the Raleighs have lived here. About 3 months, I guess. I was their first hire. First me, then Tex, then Shorty.
Tex seems a little ornery.
He does his job, and he does it good. As far as I'm concerned, that's all that's important.
Just give me a second here. Okay, and let's go.
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
You too. So, chickens. Ow, 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 ow!
Maybe I'll come back when she's not in such a foul mood.
Ow! Why did that chicken attack me? Oh. Chicken of Doom. That's what I call it. And I think the chicken is the culprit. Just calling it now. Because it kills Nancy.
She may be ill-tempered, but she's one of our best egg producers, dear. Didn't you see what I wrote by her nest?
Well, yes.
Then why did you try to get her egg when she was sitting on it?
Because I thought I could.
I happen to like that chicken.
I know you do, Ed. Birds of a feather. So not only have you traumatized one of our best hens, but it appears that you can't be trusted to read and obey simple written instructions.
It won't happen again, Aunt Bet.
Well, Nancy, you're right about that.
So, Nancy gets kicked out because she upset the evil chicken. Which I think is unfair. I blame the chicken for everything. Everything! The hole in the ozone layer, evil chicken of doom. The economic recession, evil chicken of doom. Some other third thing, evil chicken of doom. And now I'm giving...
Got some friends back there?
Now I'm giving the evil chicken of doom some time. So the chicken has left, right? So every single day you need to collect six eggs. And then give them to Shorty.
Got those eggs for me?
Right here.
Good for you. Anything I can do for you now?
Do you think I could get a canteen of water from you?
Got one right here. You're good to go.
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
Oh, the Raleighs. It's because Nancy is the one who isn't related to them. I think that's why they can get away with being mean to her. Oh boy. Okay, so I mean, you know, Bess and George are related to the Raleighs, so they have to be nice to her. But Nancy, oh, they can be as mean to her as they want. And Tex, can I go riding? Yep.
Need something?
Yep.
May I go riding now?
Yep. If you got everything I told you need, and you think you know your stuff when it comes to horses, old Bob's all yours.
Do you know anything about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid for his sweetheart?
Nope.
Somehow I knew you were going to say that.
World hunger. Good thinking. World hunger could be the reason why the chicken... yeah, I blame the evil chicken of doom.
Talk to you later.
If you last that long.
Going to university? Yeah, going to college is so expensive. Chicken of doom. Chicken is responsible. Ugh. Reason I have to pay so much in taxes? Chicken of doom.
There. You two aren't too shabby looking either.
Shooby-doo-wop, shooby-doo-wop. Actually, okay, I'm joking about the chicken of doom, but true story. True story. This is the reason why I don't like, oh.
I'm ready.
Tex is gonna talk now.
Ready for some questions?
Okay, so true story, this is the reason why I don't like the chicken of doom. Like I said, I was, you know, going to town, getting a hair. And the chicken of doom just comes out of nowhere and attacks me, and you know, it attacks me, and it caused the barber to move her hand all the way aside. So that's why I had to shave my head, because, you know, chicken of doom. That's why I don't like the chicken of doom. So this is Texas quiz. We need to solve it.
I think so.
Where's the horse's hocks?
It is on the hooves?
Just above its hooves.
Nope.
Ah!
Ask me something else.
Where's the horse's frog?
Okay, well, really what you're supposed to do is answer all the questions. Okay, the frog.
On the bottom of its hoof.
That's 1 out of 10.
Ask me something else.
How tall is a horse that's 15 hands?
5 feet.
2 out of 10. Got a long way to go.
Ask me something else.
What kind of a horse is a Paso Fino?
A gaited horse.
3 down, 7 to go.
Ask me something else.
How can you tell if a horse is colicky?
It keeps lying down, then standing up.
That's 4 right.
Ask me something else.
What's the difference between a bay and a chestnut?
Do.
A bay has black points.
That's 5. You're halfway there.
Ask me something else.
What tribe bred the first Appaloosas?
The Nez Perce.
Bingo. That was number 6.
Ooh, good comment. Desert Row 777, Indiana Jones and the Chicken of Doom.
Ask me something else.
What part of a horse is most likely to be hurt when it founders?
Its feet.
7 down. You're in the home stretch.
Didn't we do a quiz in the previous game, Danger on Deception Island? Like, Colt Scotto made us do a quiz, and now Tex is making us do a quiz.
Ask me something else.
What part of the saddle should you always check before you head out on the trail?
Are these even words?
The cinch.
8 right. Just 2 to go.
Ask me something else.
What is a mule?
You. Oh!
The offspring
Burn.
of a male horse and a female donkey.
Nope.
Aw.
Ask me something else.
Where's the horse's hocks?
On its back leg.
This here's your final question.
Woohoo!
I'm ready.
What is a mule?
Okay, so female horse and male
Offspring
donkey.
of a female horse and a male donkey.
Well, you answered all the questions right. And I can tell by the way you sit, you ain't gonna go falling off for no good reason. So you're free to ride outside the corral. Just don't go galloping all over the place. Because if you bring old Bob back all hot and sweaty, you can kiss your cowgirl days at Shadow Ranch goodbye.
Yeah, well, as long as I'm not kissing
Okay,
you,
Bob,
I'll
what
be
do you say
happy.
we do some sightseeing?
Said every woman ever. Oh, poor Tex. Yeah, okay, so I've had enough of grumpy old men making us do quizzes. Check this out. I'm going to do this puzzle backwards, just because I can.
That trunk looks really old.
So, your solution is 4911. I blame the Chicken of Doom for locking this thing.
I got the trunk open.
Great, thank you. Go ahead and take something from it. You deserve a reward.
Great, so I solved that puzzle backwards. You're supposed to solve the puzzle like, hold on a second. You're supposed to solve the puzzle like this. Take a look at this. You say, wow, Charlena Purcell. Whoa, check her out. She is an author and writes, like wind through my heart, a story of love and horses. And people who love horses, maybe. So let's call her.
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling the office of Charlena Purcell. Miss Purcell's latest novel, Like Wind Through My Heart, was an instant bestseller. And like so many of her novels...
Never mind.
You're supposed to call Charlena in order to solve the puzzle. I guess I'll do that later. Okay. But yeah, you can solve the puzzle without talking to Charlena. Ooh, petroglyphs. Petroglyphs. So, fun fact, I went on vacation in, not Arizona, but New Mexico. Wait, did I go to Arizona or New Mexico? Which is the place with Albuquerque? I think I went to both, actually. So I went to the National Petroglyph Museum outside of Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yeah, it's New Mexico. Ooh, wow, yeah. So, if I was more prepared, I would have, like, prepared my pictures to show you, you know, the pictures of me with all the petroglyphs. So this is a puzzle, we need to figure out how to, get to the exit before the coyotes get us. However, I watched Looney Tunes, so I know that the coyote is not going to get the Roadrunner. Sorry, Mr. Coyote. And the puzzles are different depending on whether you're playing junior mode or senior mode. This is the one puzzle which is the same on both junior and senior mode, but all of the others are completely different. Oh, and people in the studio audience are not sure how to spell Albuquerque. It is sort of hard to spell. It's Albuquerque. Wonder what language it comes from. Anyway, this is a tricky move. You want to go forward to get that coyote. Then you're gonna go left, up. Just spin around in a circle. And again, you want to go forward to get the coyote. So now that the coyotes are in a line after Mr. Roadrunner, you can leave. Oh, somebody is correcting my pronunciation
or something
of the word coyote. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, well, this is Mary Yazzie. Let's talk to her. Ooh.
What a beautiful horse.
Wow, check out that horse. Crazy.
Hi, can I help you?
Hey!
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm staying at Shadow Ranch.
I'm Mary Yazzie. I heard what happened last night. Tough break for the Raleighs. Getting that place going has been a real struggle for them.
Oh, people in the studio audience, 2 people said that Albuquerque, Spanish. Okay, so it's a Spanish word, but wouldn't it be pronounced Albuquerque? Albuquerque? Yeah, it'd be pronounced differently in Spanish.
How did you hear about it?
Word gets around.
Alba Chicken of Death? What? No, that's not how you pronounce that word. Oh, dear.
You probably know everyone in the valley, don't you? Oops, I almost forgot. Bet wanted me to give you this.
Great. I want to buy a small piece of property from them. It must be their response.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
Bad news?
They rejected my offer. Well, I guess that's that. But as long as you're here, look around. All the jewelry you see, all the rugs, the beadwork, the pottery, they were all made by local artists, including yours truly. So if you want to know something, especially if you want to know how much something is, just ask.
Okay, so, Al Batman Kirky, Albuquerque, I'm getting some things here. Somebody suggesting Albuquerque is Latin. I forget what querque means. Alba means white, like Albus Dumbledore. The white dumb guy, I think that's what his name means in Latin. I'm not sure.
I won something that looks like a token when I played that game over there. What is it?
They actually used those for something back in the 1880s, but I don't know what.
Aww.
Is that you riding that beautiful Palomino in the picture over there?
That's my horse Banner. I train him myself.
Aw, Banner.
What else can
That's a
you do?
good name for a horse.
Anything I ask. He and I are both pretty talented.
Are there many petroglyphs around here?
If you take the trail to Cougar Bend, there are hundreds. A lot of them were probably made by the Anasazi. They lived in the area until about 700 years ago, when they just suddenly picked up and left.
Okay, give me a second. I'm being distracted here. I need to stop being distracted while I play these games. I'm sorry.
It was great talking to you.
Catch you later.
Catch you on the flip side, bro. Okay, so, that's not what she said. We delivered the letter. Can I call Charlena Purcell now?
Charlena Purcell's office.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. May I please speak to Miss Purcell?
Concerning?
I'm staying at a ranch in central Arizona, and since she knows so much about the history of Arizona, I thought maybe she could answer some questions for me.
Questions concerning?
Well, I came across a very old trunk that might contain stuff that has to do with these people named Dirk Valentine and Francis Humber. Only I can't open it.
Did you say Dirk Valentine?
And his girlfriend, Francis Humber, yes.
Oh, would you hold, please?
Thank you for holding, and thank you for calling the office of Charlena Purcell. Miss Purcell's latest novel, like Wind Through My Heart, was an instant bestseller. And like so many of her novels, it recently received the Catherine Cooper Award for Historical Excellence. Reading a Charlena Purcell novel is like traveling through time to the Old Southwest on the wings of love.
This is Charlena. Who is this again?
Nancy Drew?
Tell me about the trunk you found.
Well, it's old and it's a trunk.
To open it, I need to put these wrenches in these 3 holes, but I don't know in which directions they need to be pointing.
That does sound like it came from the Humber family. Is there any kind of picture on it?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there's this kind of abstract design made up of hearts and doves and the initials EH and AH.
EH would be Eldridge Humber, and AH would be Abigail Humber, Francis Humber's grandparents. The picture no doubt commemorates their wedding day, which was April 9th, 1811.
Okay, so, I got distracted. I pulled out my Latin dictionary. Querquetulanus is a type of oak wood. Looks like it is related to quercus, meaning oak. So Albuquerque is Latin for white oak. So the town was named after the trees. Oh, we learned something today, everybody! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Those numbers must have something to do with the directions in which those wrenches need to be pointing.
I'm afraid I wouldn't know. In the course of my research, I've only read about the trunks Merrill and Eldridge Humber handcrafted. I've never actually opened one. However, I've been running across fascinating tidbits concerning the Humber family and stashing them away for years. When I have enough tidbits stashed away, I may well write a book about them.
Then you'd probably be very interested to know what's in this trunk.
Yes, I would. And since I've helped you, or tried to, it's only fair that you help me, don't you think?
Sure, I'll keep you posted. Did I mention that I'm staying at Shadow Ranch?
This just gets better and better. I'll tell my assistant to put your calls through immediately. By the way, why are you so interested in the Humbers?
Knowing more about them and what happened in the past may help me figure out something that's going on in the present. I'm kind of a detective.
That makes 2 of us. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
So I was in Albuquerque for the balloon festival. So that was fun. This is the end of day number 1, everybody. We're like a third of the way through the game. I've been going slowly. Should I speed up? I'll ask the studio audience. You know...
Good boy.
Oh, wow. 200 people in the studio audience. Wow. Although one of them is me, so I guess it doesn't really count. Either way... I like the guitar. Throw me a squealing guitar.
Better put that back.
Jane Nash to Tex Britton. Happy birthday!
My gosh, Jane Nash is Tex's sister.
Tex? Your sister is Angry Jane?
You still here?
Should I be somewhere else?
Yeah, home in your nice soft Betty Bye. You and your friends, if they ever show up. You ain't gonna last more than 3 days out here.
Doo-ba-doo-doo.
Well, I hope you like surprises, Tex, because you're in for one.
City folk can't take living out here. Too rugged, too much work, too dangerous.
Alright, people are saying, I'm going at a pretty decent speed. Well, here's the thing, though. I might have mentioned this on my blog today, but, you know, I did okay with this game. I know how to do day number 1 really, really fast. Day number 2, just, I get stuck and don't know what to do, so we're in for some fun. And Tex's mustache. Tex is Batman. Tex, I mean, he's got the black hat, the Black Rider. Yeah, I could see it. I've never seen Tex and Batman together in the same room.
I understand you have a sister named Jane Nash.
So what if I do?
I found a pretty nasty letter from someone named Jane Nash in the Raleigh's desk.
That don't mean it was my sister. Hey, you've been snooping, haven't you? In the Raleigh stuff, in my stuff.
Not really. I mean, not technically.
My business ain't none of your business, and that includes any sisters I may or may not have. You need to go. I'm busy.
Ow, so some people are saying Tex needs to shave. Is that true? Does the other guy need to shave? I'm going to save my game here. Do I need to shave? Yes, but I mean, does Dave need to shave? Because Dave could shave. Hey, wait a minute. It's supposed to be nighttime. What did I do wrong?
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
Ma'am?
Wait, guys, isn't it supposed to be nighttime? I thought I did everything. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I did wrong. Okay, never mind. So, like I said, we are in for some fun surprises of Michael not being able to finish this game. We are going to open this to get a clue. Bingo, bango, bongo! That's what my bowling buddy Mel says. We're on the same bowling team. He always says bingo, bango, bongo, and it gets tiring after a while. Oh, I hate it when you get like the second to last one messed up. Urgh. 7953.
Green bottle under... wonder what that means.
Okay, so people are saying that Dave has nice scruff. Yeah, I can see that. He's got like the 5 o'clock shadow. Some people like that. And now it's nighttime.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she goes. You old lady.
I can't take any more.
Where are you going? You can't leave. The Raleigh said we were to have a cookout and entertain our guest.
Yeah, well, I don't call this entertainment. It's worse than whatever that stuff was you cooked.
That was lamb ragout for your information, and it was great. If you couldn't appreciate it, it's because your taste buds are about as sophisticated as a sand flea's.
I think I'll turn in too. Night, ma'am. Next time, just stick to burgers.
Et tu, Brute? You see that? You see what I put up with? Day in and day out, I cast my culinary pearls before ungrateful, uncultured swine. Well, I'll show them. I write a best-selling cookbook, that's what I do. Then I'll get my own TV show, then I'll do a movie, and while they're out here punching cattle, I'll become a gazillionaire.
So, I was actually checking there. Shorty is, in fact, shorter than the other two cowboys. Nice attention to detail, Nancy Drew, game designers. I mean, it's hard to notice because we rarely see them together, you know, in the same area, but Shorty is definitely shorter than they are. Oh, and by the way, Phantom Horse! She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes.
The pump house blew just as the horse was galloping away.
Oh, my, this is awful. Maybe Shorty was right. Maybe that horse is a bad omen.
Okay, new suspect, Shorty singing. Shorty singing is suspect, definitely.
I'm more inclined to think that someone is using that horse to divert attention.
What do you mean?
It's possible that while everyone's attention was on that horse, someone sabotaged the pump house.
Why on earth would someone sabotage the pump house?
Someone may be trying to chase you off the ranch.
But why?
That I don't know, yet.
You don't think Tex or Shorty or Dave is somehow involved, do you?
It's possible, but I just don't know yet.
Oh, my. You might not be safe there.
Maybe we should send her home.
I'll be fine, really. I want to help, and I can help.
Well, it sounds like we could certainly use your help.
Can you think of any reason why someone might want you off the ranch?
No, but I'll tell you what. Ed and I will put our thinking caps on, and if anything comes to us, we'll call you. Have you called the sheriff and told him all this?
Not yet.
Tell her about the storm.
Tell me about the what?
The storms. You need to be careful when you go riding because it can be sunny one minute and pouring down rain the next.
I'll be careful.
Good. And if you have any more questions, just call.
One more thing. Until I figure out what's going on, it would probably be a good idea not to mention my suspicions to anyone at the ranch.
Of course. Keep in touch.
I will. Bye.
She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Do-do-do. Where's Shorty? Shorty! 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 Oh, I wanted to make fun of his singing. Oh well.
Mineral deposits?
Kringle Mountain. Is that where Cocoa Kringles come from? Sunny June Ridge, right next to Kringle Mountain, and there's Rutherford Peak, there's Shadow Mountain, Shady Mine, Three Anvil Peaks. Ooh, we should call these people.
Can I help you find something?
No, actually, I pretty much found everything on my own.
For your information, I got those maps because I was hoping there might be a long-lost gold mine or two around here. But like most of my get-rich-quick ideas, it didn't pan out. Apparently, there's no gold left in them thar hills, or silver, or copper, or anything else. Now, I don't ever want to catch you in my stuff again.
Them thar hills, yup.
Yes?
I'm embarrassed that you caught me snooping through your stuff.
Just proves we're birds of a feather. I've been known to go poking through other people's stuff myself.
Got any chores you want me to do?
Do exactly what you did for me yesterday, and I'll be forever grateful. Start by picking all the ripe stuff in the garden again. Basket's outside.
Why are you volunteering, Nancy? Jeez.
Have you been out to the pump house?
All the water to the ranch house has been cut off. The livestock will still get water from the windmills, but we humans are going to have to get every single drop of water we use from the faucet in the pump house. And that's going to be a royal pain. Why can't that darn horse do its cursed thing somewhere else?
I'm inclined to think that someone, not something, is responsible for the damage to the pump house.
I saw the pipe. It was rusted through. That's why it burst. That and bad vibes from that equine banshee.
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
So, fun fact, the original title for this game was called, the game was originally called Shorty's Chores, the game.
Oh man, no wonder I'm sweating. Phew, talk about your scorchers.
It's very hot today, just like me. Whoa! Okay, so that looks ripe. And green stuff. Let's go with that. And these two are ripe, I know that. And I think these are ripe.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Oh no, you got stuff in here that isn't ripe yet. Picking stuff before it's ripe is a waste of perfectly good food. Now go back out there and be more careful.
No.
Right.
So it looks like I'm missing some food, which is not ripe. Oh, I mean, I'm missing some ripe food, so... I know it's not those ones. What am I looking for? These?
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Is
Pick
Shorty...
those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Oh no! You picked stuff that wasn't ripe yet again! Oh, well, there's only one thing to do.
I don't understand, dear. Didn't Shorty tell you to only pick things that were ripe?
Yes.
But he says that you went out and picked vegetables that weren't ripe.
Yes, I'm afraid I did.
Oh, dear. That garden is an important source of food for us. We simply can't have someone picking things willy-nilly and wasting perfectly good vegetables. Can we, Ed?
We could wind up with scurvy.
You're just not responsible enough for ranch life yet, dear. So why don't you go back to River Heights, and just as soon as you've developed the proper respect for produce, we'll invite you back. All right?
Worst ending ever. Let's try this again. Okay, so, Romano. The Romano beans are green ones. And the old ivories, the two that you have to pick are those little yellowish ones. No Northern Lights. Northern Lights are perfectly fine. So, beefsteak, we don't have any red tomatoes. Here we go. Black turtle. That's what I was...
I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
That's what I was messing up on, the black turtles.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Good for you. Now, if you just fill that egg basket for me again, we'll be all set.
Have you ever met Mary Yazzie?
Course. Nice lady. I mean, for the most part. Gets real unfriendly when the subject of the Raleighs comes up.
Do you know anything about the piece of property she's been trying to buy from the Raleighs?
Well, I know she says she wants to buy it because she feels spiritually drawn to it, but I think she's got something up her sleeve. Oh, Nancy, it's great having you here. I mean, I like to talk, you know? I like to converse, to debate, to discuss.
You like to gossip, don't you?
More than anything. Which isn't a bad thing. People like you and I are fascinated by the human condition, that's all. So, who else do you want to talk about?
Nobody really. Well, I'd better get going.
Don't be a stranger.
I'm kind of disappointed that, you know, when you talk to Mr. Shorty, you know, you can either talk to him about Mary or Tex. You can't talk... No, Mary or Dave. So this is order the sheriff. I think we actually have to call the sheriff. But let's call the geological survey. So you can't talk to him about Mary and Dave in one playthrough. You can either talk about Mary or Dave.
Hi, my name is Nancy Drew. Not too long ago, you provided this person I know with a map that showed the locations of mineral deposits in central Arizona.
That's what I'm here for.
Is it unusual for an ordinary citizen to request a map like that?
Depends on which map it was.
The number on it was PUB893A.
Publication 893 Alpha. Let me get it on my screen here. Yeah, that's a map somebody'd use if they wanted to go prospecting in their spare time. What's this person's name?
Shorty Thurman?
Shorty Thurman. Yep, there he is. According to my notes, he just started a job in the Shadow Mountain area and figured he'd go looking for gold on his off hours.
You keep notes on all the calls you get?
In a bureaucracy like this one, you never know. When something goes south and fingers start pointing, it's always good to have your side of the story all nice and documented.
How likely do you think it is that Shorty will find any gold around Shadow Mountain?
Oh, he might find a nugget or two, but from the looks of the maps I sent him, any ore out there would be of such low quality that attempting to extract gold from it would be pointless. That's interesting.
What is?
Apparently, this Shorty person asked me if I knew anything about Dirk Valentine's treasure.
Really? Do you remember what he said?
As I recall, he'd heard a rumor that some outlaw had buried some kind of treasure near Shadow Mountain. He thought it might be in an old mine shaft or something.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing. I didn't know anything about it.
Well, thank you, Geza.
No problem. What did you say your name was again? Nancy...
Drew.
Nancy Drew. Asked a lot of questions. Didn't buy any maps.
But she really appreciated your taking the time to talk to her. Be sure to put that in your notes too, okay?
Got it. Goodbye, Miss Drew.
Bye.
People in the comments apparently are recognizing that guy's name. I mean, voice. Oh man, I could really go for some French fries right now.
Hernandez.
Hi, are you the sheriff?
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm staying at Shadow Ranch.
Oh, yeah? I spent a good part of last night out there.
So, question, you know, Shorty wants us to get vegetables every day. Does he ever cook the vegetables? I mean, he was cooking beef ragout, right? Do you usually have vegetables with beef ragout? Because that sounds, you know, call me crazy, but that sounds like something made with beef.
I know. I never got a chance to talk to you.
Is there something I can do for you?
Oh man, Nancy Drew into revenge at the 2003 phone, says somebody. This is actually the 2004
Would it be all right if I looked around in the
phone,
pump house?
isn't it?
Sure. I'm all done in there. Should have had my deputy take that sign down. Mind my asking why you want to look around?
Oh, wait.
Wait a minute. Dave
Uh-oh.
told me about you. You're the girl detective.
Amateur detective.
I don't know. Dave seemed to be real impressed with you. In more ways than one, I might add.
Okay, yeah. So Nancy is still using her old phone. No, wait, this is a new phone. So this is her 2004 phone. So with the new game, they gave her a new phone, which can search the internet and get emails.
Thanks for your help.
Anytime.
Okay, so lamb ragout tomatoes. Okay, so you can have tomatoes on the side of your lamb ragout. Okay. Maybe. I don't know. Does that match the vegetables we got?
Looks like
anyway,
the pipe was pretty badly corroded.
Arrowhead number 1 of 10. So now we can go through here. And we meet... Dun 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 dun! Dave.
Well, where did you come from?
I came from the hole in the wall, Dave.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sneak up on you, but what are you doing?
Well, see, I'm looking for Dirk Valentine's treasure.
Then you lied before when you said you didn't know who Dirk Valentine was.
Yes, ma'am. See, my great-aunt Ellie was Frances Humber's cousin. When she died, she left me a bunch of stuff, including an old letter she'd gotten from Frances. In the letter, Frances said that Valentine had hidden a bunch of loot somewhere and wanted Frances to find it by following the clues he left for her. Frances was real smart, see? Loved puzzles, played the piano pretty good, too. Anyway, after Valentine met his end, Frances was too broken-hearted to care about some treasure. She told Aunt Ellie that if she could find it, she could keep it. I also found this picture. That's Frances's father, Sheriff Merrill Humber. There's something written on the back. Stairs to cellar. That's Frances's handwriting. Looks like the other half of the message got torn off. I was hoping that the treasure might be under the stairs in here, but no such luck.
How long have you been digging around down here?
About a week. Mostly late at night or whenever I could sneak away. I come and go through a secret entrance. These stairs lead to a secret door behind the bookcase in the den.
What do the Raleighs think about all this?
The Raleighs don't know. I was afraid that if I told them they'd... See, my brother's dead broke. No job, health's bad. I was thinking if I could just find the treasure...
I understand, but now I'm in kind of an awkward position.
I know, and I'll tell them, I swear, soon as they come back. They got enough on their minds right now.
You haven't been using that phantom horse to try to scare the Raleighs off so you can hunt for Valentine's treasure in peace?
I don't know anything about that horse or any of the other stuff that's been going on around here, I swear. Now, if you'll pardon me, I need to tend to my chores.
So Dave actually...
You don't have to leave.
Don't leave, Dave. All of the women in the studio audience love you. So he's the good-looking one, right? Yep.
Something's missing.
Okay, that's gonna be a puzzle.
Acid. Wonder what somebody's been using that for.
I think it's gonna be a puzzle that we eventually solve on day 3.
Refers not to the stairs to the den, but to these stairs.
Okay, so, I can call the Hardy Boys in this game. Somebody's asking about it. Do you want me to call the Hardy Boys? Yay, Hardy Boys. Okay, so this is a puzzle. The puzzle, you just want to move this piece to the right one. So, how am I going to do that? If I move this right, and then it's this down, and then this right. Those up, and then this right, and then this right. That one up. Ah. Okay, yeah, there we go. So these are the secret letters.
I am glad that you are getting your picture
Oh boy!
your favorite shawl.
More letters.
It will be a beautiful painting because you look beautiful in that shawl. I forget the name of the stitch you used to make it, but I think it is amazing that you learned how to knit a whole shawl just by reading one book. I wish I could put my mind to things like you can. I am also glad that you like the handbag that I got you. I knew it would become your favorite on account of the pretty picture the beads make. I want to know all the things that you like so that I can make sure you always have them. I figure that way you will always want me around. Meet me on Friday at noon by the Big Picture Rock. I love you, Dirk.
So this is how we know what Francis's favorite things are.
Remember when we were in Cappy's eating the crackers he orders special from California, and you said that from then on the crackers would be your favorite because they would always remind you of me? Well, I met a trader yesterday who had a whole wagon full of them, and I bought you 4 tins. I also bought a rock from him because this rock has been polished to show a picture that looks just like the landscape by one of our meeting places. He called it an agate and said that the picture was made by nature, but it looks so real I can hardly believe it. I am thinking of a way to surprise you with it because it is as special as you are. I will meet you Tuesday at 3 by the 3-armed cactus. Your father has people watching for me all over the county. I guess you got some of your smartness from him. I love you, Dirk.
Yay.
I still don't know how you got a whole cake out to our last meeting place like you did, but it was the best thing I ever ate. And the prettiest, too, what with that fancy flower you put on it. Now I think it is the best cake recipe in the world, too. But nothing is as good as getting a letter from you. Whenever I see a flower like the one on your favorite letter paper, I think of you. I only steal from people who have plenty of money to begin with and deserve to be robbed, but if I could start over, I would forget about them and be a rancher or a farmer or miner or shopkeeper or whatever you wanted me to be, just so we could always be together. Be at Charlie's grave at sunset this Thursday. I love you, Dirk.
And I believe somebody in the studio audience is quoting a song from the musical Cats. Glad to see that the studio audience is really paying attention to these letters. I've never seen Cats. I've read the one poem. The Rum-Tum-Tugger is a curious cat. A curious cat is he. Rum-Tum-Tugger, he will do what he will do, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Got those eggs for me?
Oh.
Well,
I need those eggs, Nancy.
Why don't you get them yourself, Shorty? What is he doing all day? I mean, is he cooking? I suppose he's cooking. Hey, Dave. Oh, great. The Chicken of Doom is back. Okay, 3 eggs. 4 eggs. I need to get 6. 5, 6. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Dangerous. Almost clicked on the Chicken of Doom there.
Got those eggs for me?
right here.
Good for you. I need you to do one more thing. It's Tex's birthday. The Raleighs told me to make him a cake. Now, if I make it, he'll throw a fit. But if you make it, he might actually appreciate it. So why don't you dig a cake recipe out of the recipe box and have at it? I don't care when you make it, just so it's done by the end of the day. The icing's already made.
Could I get a canteen of water from you?
You betcha. You're good to go.
Yeah, we're going to have to cook a cake, which is okay because the letter told us that one of the favorite flowers is on the cake. So that's why we need to cook the cake. That it is for Nancy to learn what the flower is.
What do you know about the treasure that Dirk Valentine supposedly hid around here for Francis Humber to find?
If I thought there was a snowball's chance in Tampa that Valentine had stashed any of his loot here, I'd be tearing this place apart. Why? What do you know about it?
Nothing really. But what makes you so sure he didn't stash any of his loot here?
When I heard that rumor, I started reading everything about Dirk Valentine I could get my hands on. But the more I read, the more it sounded like he suckered Francis into believing he'd hidden something for her, just to give people something to talk about when he was gone.
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
Alrighty, so, two things. We need to look at this, by the way. She has a specific kind of flower stitch, which is another one of those flower things. Weather?
We've got several livestock auctions in the...
Oh no. Livestock auctions. Okay, so, let's get to cooking. Oh, let's get to finding the recipe. Looks good.
First thing I'll need to make that cake is a mixing bowl.
So, Nancy does more cooking than Shorty does. Okay, so we need 1 cup of butter, which is 2 sticks. 2 eggs. Why does he need all these eggs? Like seriously, look at how many eggs there are. Shorty, you don't need that many eggs. All we needed was 2 eggs. Why did we have to get so many? Okay. 5 spoonfuls, so that'd be, a cup and 2/3. 4. I think I lost count. I was busy talking. Okay, 2 pints of flour. 3 things of baking powder. 3 teaspoons? Is that tablespoon or teaspoon? Three of vanilla, and then lots of sugar. 7 things of sugar. So that's 2 and 1/3 cups. So that was 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. So I am told it's possible to bake this cake in real life. I should try that someday.
Looks like I'm gonna have to guess how long to cook it and what temperature to use.
Medium, 45 minutes.
Perfect. Maybe I should try a little, just to be sure. I should put that icing Shorty made on it. What are these?
I made you that flour Frances mentioned in her recipe. I cut all the pieces out of marzipan using her old forms, but I'll be darned if I can figure out how the pieces go.
Alright, so the pieces snap into place, which I like. Makes things easier for me. That piece goes there, and then this piece goes here. Yes. And this is difficult. No. I always get stuck at this part. Okay, so one of these things, that goes there. That goes there.
It's a tulip. What's this?
That's food coloring so you can paint that marzipan flower.
Right, so there we go. Perfect.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
Okay, we're finished with Shorty. Now let's go to Dave.
Hello, Nancy. Guess I'm gonna be blushing every time I see you now.
And it's not on account of you're cute, it's on account of you know about me sneaking in, you know, the secret passageway.
Because of that cellar thing, you don't have to be embarrassed, as long as you level with the Raleighs like you said you would.
Actually, I'm kind of glad you came by. Something I need you to do for me, if you wouldn't mind.
You bet.
This chicken coop's been a thorn in my side ever since I got here. The wire I need to fix the hole in the fence was supposed to be delivered today, but it's not here yet, and the Raleighs just called and asked me to run an errand for them tonight. So if you could keep an eye out for that chicken wire and patch that hole as soon as it gets here, the chickens and I'd really appreciate it.
Will the wire get here before it gets dark?
Doesn't look that way, but you still have to put it up, even if it means working at night. Just be sure to wear gloves. I'll leave my pliers out. If you have to do it at night, that's okay. There should be plenty of moonlight. You'll be able to see fine. Just make sure it gets done, because if it doesn't, the coyotes are going to have themselves one heck of a banquet, and you're going to be in a lot of hot water.
No problem.
Now, is there something I can do for you?
Dave does have a little bit of a scruff, but, you know, it doesn't look bad. So, you know, it's not like he's got a humongous mustache. And you'll notice that Shorty also has that little hair underneath his bottom lip. So all of the guys in this game, because they're cowboys, they have facial hair. Apparently cowboys don't shave every day.
May I see that letter you said Francis Humber wrote to your great aunt?
Sure, got it right here. When I heard you were a detective, I started keeping it on me. Thought you might snoop through my stuff or something.
Thanks for letting me see it.
So we want to see this because we have a favorite flower on the stationery.
Dearest cousin Ellie, my beloved Dirk is no more. I shall never see him again. And now you will never see me again, for I am on my way east, there to spend the rest of my life. I will never return to the territory of Arizona, not even when my father, whom I despise with every part of my being, has left this earth. But know this, sweet Ellie. Dirk told me that he had hidden something of great value, and that when all was in place, he would start me in pursuit of it. He was forever inventing fanciful ways to tax my brain, and was quite clever himself. Then, thanks to my father, he was arrested. Perhaps he wrote me from jail, and his note was lost. Or perhaps he grew to hate me. But he never told me how to find what he had hidden, and I am too heartsick to care. If you can somehow find it, it's yours, my dear young cousin. Know, too, that I miss you terribly, and always, always will. Francis. P.S. Enclosed is a picture of the vilest man ever born.
Ouch.
Where was the jail that Dirk Valentine stayed in after he was arrested? Do you have any idea?
Probably the one over in Dry Creek. It's a ghost town now. But the jailhouse and a couple other old buildings are still standing. At least they were last I saw.
Is it far from here?
On your way to Mariazzi's, look for the trail on your left that heads towards Shadow Mountain and stay on it till you get there. It's about an hour and a half's ride. This got something to do with the treasure?
It might.
Well, let me know if you need anything else.
I'll let you get back to work.
Ma'am?
Oh, Dave. Okay, so, Dave, Shorty, right, Tex. Tex is the third person. He's got chores for us to do as well. We've been doing chores for like 40 minutes.
My family's no concern, but my sister did work for the Raleighs back in Phoenix. She got fired, she got mad, but she's over it. Okay?
So it's just a coincidence that you ended up working for the Raleighs too?
Of course not. Janie got me curious, so I checked them out and wound up hiring on. They're decent people.
Aw, he calls his sister Janie.
So all the bad stuff that's been going on around here, it's not because you're helping her get back at the Raleighs for letting her go?
Fact is, my sister can be kind of a flake. I'd have probably fired her too.
Has anyone tried going after that phantom horse when it appears?
Nope. Always something else going on. Like Ed Raleigh getting snake bit, or the pump house blowing up. Plus, that horse is fast. Probably couldn't catch it anyway.
Is it okay if I go riding?
Nope. Feed the chickens and the horses in the corral first. Could be fatal if you mess up, so don't.
Tex! Tex, that is your job, not my job. I am on vacation. Vacation.
Talk to you later.
Yahoo.
You get paid. Like money, Tex. You get paid actual money to do this. Okay, here's chicken feed. How are you supposed to know which one is chicken feed and which one isn't? I don't know. I just know you're supposed to, that's all. Okay, so I think we need 2 things of chicken feed, right? Let's see, they have wheat, oats, and barley. I guess those are things you can know. Hey, where'd Dave go? Dave? Dave?
Okay, chickens, come and get it.
Yeah, what is Tex doing? Because he's clearly not, like, shaving in his spare time, so... Is he coming up with questions for his little quiz? Is that what Tex is doing? Okay, well, I have the solution written out. So, Bob is going to take 2 of these left things, so I guess these are oats. Then 2 of the middle ones. He wants 2 in the middle. Good old Bob. What does Tex look like without his mustache? I don't know. He's kind of got like the old-fashioned bandit look going on. You know, maybe he's growing the mustache for Halloween. We did talk about Halloween earlier on in this video. I would not be surprised if that was a Halloween mustache and not his real all-the-time mustache. Also, this is purple. 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 Yeah. Let's get stuff for Clyde. Let's see. Clyde gets 1 of these, and then gets 3 of these. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized something. Awesome. Cool. I'll mention it later. I like how the horse's head moves, but its body doesn't. Nice animation. So this is part of the thing which tells us about horses, horses' body parts. And this tells us about the purple stuff, even though it clearly says pink. It's for cattle, not for, it's for cattle. Not for horses. So that's how we know we don't want to use this on the horses. I guess it's pink. Okay, I'll go with that. Okay, so finally, we're finally going to find the treasure. It's been a long time coming. Oh, wait a minute. Tex has way more chores for us to do. Never mind. Forgot. Unexpected chores. So sorry for taking so long with this puzzle. I'm sorry it's taking me so long to do chores, but that's how the game works. Can we finally go riding now?
May I go riding now?
Oh, Bob's all yours. I set up some barrels and a sawhorse so you can do some barrel racing and practice roping. Whenever you're out there, I'll watch you and time you. If you get good enough, like, say, you get your time below 10 seconds, and if you can lasso the sawhorse, like, say, 4 times out of 5, I'll give you your very own lariat. You can practice as much as you want, whenever you want. Just don't go walking off with my rope, because I'll be watching.
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
Okay, so, funny comments in the studio audience. Somebody is saying that, hey, you know, when the cows drink the, purple, this stuff, when the cows drink that stuff, let me put this in. Cows that eat this stuff give off strawberry milk, not normal milk. Funny comment. And clearly this is a picture of Tex. This is what Tex is going for. He wants that mustache. He doesn't have it, but he wants it. It's okay, you know, if he keeps growing that stash out, eventually he'll get it. His mustache is now in, like, the awkward transition phase. Which is something that happens when you're a guy who's trying to grow a beard or a mustache. Awkward transition phase, just not, it's awkward. So, here's a puzzle. You want to click when Nancy's lasso has a perfect circle.
Perfect.
Hooray!
Yes! Perfect!
Alright, hopefully I can do this. When I practiced this game, I failed.
Gotcha!
Congratulations.
Great. Aw, looks like I can't go away with this rope. He says, hey, don't take my rope. Looks like you can't do it.
Here we go!
So here's challenge number 1. I actually knew this one, before the game. Uh-oh.
5-second penalty. You'll never get under 10 seconds now.
Well, forget you, Tex.
Yeah!
Start over.
There are cows on this ranch. Somebody is asking, Jody MB is asking about the cows. When you stand in between the two vegetable things, there's a cow in the background. So there definitely is a cow pasture, it's just Nancy can never go there.
Yeah!
10.5. Start over.
10.5? More like awesome point awesome, because I did awesome. Yeah, there are cows right there! Right there!
You did it.
All right! Now I can get my own lariat.
When-
Get the barrel
oh.
piece in under 10.
When I was running up towards Tex, there were cows in the background. There are cows in the background when you run straight at Tex. Those are where the cows are.
Seconds and rope the sawhorse 4 out of 5 times. Do I get a lariat?
Yep, here you go. I'm kind of surprised, actually.
Why?
Figured you'd be good for some laughs out there. You weren't. But there's still hope. This little vacation of yours ain't over with yet.
May I go riding again?
Yep,
Talk to you later.
if you last that long.
Ominous. Ominous. I don't like how, I just went outside and I have to do this grabbing the stuff again. I'm like, really? But I was just outside. Aw, man, I'm a whiner. Like, it's not that much of a pain to get our horse all saddled up, but seriously?
Come on, Bob.
And that thing on the right over there, you can zoom in on it to learn how to do barrel racing, in case you didn't know. But I knew, because I'm a barrel racer. Okay, so a couple of things we're going to do. We are going to go to let's go to Cougar Bend. Let's go to Cougar Bend. Cougar Bend, where we...
Mary Yazzie.
That does look like Mary Yazzie and her fancy horse. Cougar Bend, where we can get 3 arrowheads and do the petroglyph challenge. So, you have to do Tex's Lariat Challenge in order to get all of the petroglyphs. Sorry, that's how it works. Okay, number 1. Let me see. Oh wait, that was arrowhead number 2. I'm just gonna have to try to remember the ones. Is number 3 here? Right, that looked like it was there. And petroglyphs here on this side are, this one? Okay, so it's a petroglyph challenge, and I'm still looking for arrowhead number 3, right? Did I find arrowhead number 3? I did not. Maybe arrowhead number 3 is up somewhere else. What's this? Was there one here? Yeah, okay, looks like that was correct. Over here. Over here. Moving slowly, slowly making progress. So this is why I needed the lariat. The lariat is for this.
Ta-da!
Okay, circle thing and circle
I can't
thing.
get my map out now. I'll just remember the petroglyphs I see and check my map later.
Okay, it was circle thing and circle thing. And this is, top there. Is there a top right? Sun is top right, which means dancing people's top bottom. Dancing people. When I turn right, arrowhead number 3. Okay, perfect. Almost done with this puzzle, everyone. And I might add, no mistakes. Uh-oh, mistake. I missed a petroglyph. So there's a petroglyph on the bottom here that I missed. There we go.
Beneath Cappy's keys, Pappy's name, please.
Ta-da! Nancy did it. Oh, no. No signal? No signal? Oh, dear. But I needed to call people. Okay, let's go to Mary's. We're on day number 2 of the game. So, yeah. So that was a very, quickly done puzzle, unlike the others. Mm-hmm. Yep. So now let's call people. We need to call Charlena Purcell. No, wait, no we don't. No we don't. No, we don't need to call her. Ah!
She told me to put you right through. She even told me to make sure you didn't have to listen to that recording again. You really rave.
Wait, never
Hello,
mind.
Nancy. So what have you discovered?
I think I just threw a freak out for no reason. Sorry, everybody. We do need to call her to learn about Pappy. Okay. Did not make a mistake.
I came across a reference to someone whom Dirk referred to as Pappy.
Probably his father, Kashmir Valentine. He was a blacksmith over in Prescott.
Would Francis have known who he was?
Oh, yes. Dirk worshipped his father. Which is ironic, because by the time Dirk was arrested, his father had pretty much disowned him out of shame.
Talk to you soon.
You do that.
I'll call you soon. You do that. Was she getting flirty with me? Seriously, Charlena. Okay, so we need to call Bess and George.
Hello?
Where are you guys? You've got to get out here. I saw the Phantom Horse last night.
Know what we saw last night? The inside of a motel room in St. Louis.
St. Louis?
Our plane finally took off at 7 last night. We didn't call you because we wanted to surprise you.
Only the next thing we knew, we were being diverted to St. Louis on account of bad weather, so the airline put us up at a motel.
But when we came back to the airport this morning, guess what?
More mechanical problems.
We're fogged in.
I have never seen fog this thick.
Visibility's 3 feet tops.
You can barely drive in this stuff, let alone land and take off. Let's change the subject.
So you saw the Phantom Horse?
Last night, right after the campfire, this glowing horse appeared out of nowhere, then went galloping away. And right after that, the main pipe in the pump house sprang a leak. Another case of bad luck? I think not.
So while everyone's attention was on the horse, someone sabotaged the pump house.
First the rattlesnake, now this. Yikes.
So the important thing, the reason why I'm calling them is about the handbag.
I found an old
Because we need to get the
handbag
flour.
that may have belonged to Francis Humber.
Was there anything in it?
No, but if it's the bag that Dirk mentioned in one of his love letters, it could hold some sort of clue.
What does it look like?
Well, there's a bird on it, but the beads have completely fallen off this one section. However, it does have the name of the manufacturer at the bottom. It was made by the Chicago Mercantile Company back in 1881.
That's one of the companies in my book. Is there anything else on it?
Yeah, some kind of number. HB3941.
Maybe that's what bead pattern it is. There's a bunch of phone numbers in this book. Maybe we can track down the pattern for you.
That'd be great. Like I said, it could be pretty important, especially if the part that's missing turns out to have something to do with flowers.
We'll get right on it.
Have I told you about the cowboys that work for the Raleighs?
No, and believe me, I've been meaning to ask.
Well, Dave Gregory, he's the foreman, and he's very cute, Bess.
Wouldn't you know it?
Anyway, I caught him secretly digging around in the cellar. He knows about Dirk Valentine's treasure, too.
What about the other cowboys?
Tex Britton, the head wrangler, the Raleighs fired his sister when they lived in Phoenix. At first, he denied it. Then when he finally admitted it, he said he lied because he knew the truth makes him look bad.
Yeah, it makes him look like he's been sabotaging stuff at the ranch to help his sister get back at Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed.
He says that's not true, that he doesn't even blame the Raleighs for firing her.
Words are cheap, Nan. Keep an eye on him.
Would you believe I found a letter that Dirk Valentine wrote to Frances Humber?
No way.
It was locked up in this chest that belonged to her father, and the letter was never opened. According to his journal, her father intercepted it and locked it away before Frances could read it.
So did you read it? Of course she did. I mean, she better have.
It said that Dirk hid a bunch of his loot somewhere.
Ooh, I love it when outlaws hide loot, don't you? What'd the letter say?
Well, evidently Dirk wanted Frances to have the loot he'd stashed, so he set up this elaborate treasure hunt for her. The letter contained all sorts of weird, obscure clues to help her find what he'd hidden.
But if the letter was never opened, Frances couldn't have found the treasure. Oh my gosh, it could still be out there.
And someone could be using that phantom horse to chase the Raleighs off the ranch because they want to be the ones to find it.
We're stuck here when we could be there with you looking for hidden loot? That does it, George. We're suing the airline and the airport.
That's it for now.
Have fun. Wish you were here. Kidding.
So they're going to send us an email later about the beaded purse thing. So here we are at the ghost town, Dry Creek.
Probably just a bird.
And we have 2 arrowheads to pick up here. I believe one is... Oh, why is it so hard to find? One is here. Oh! Oh, scorpion, scorpion. Okay, we'll come back later. So we need to get inside Cappy's. Condemned by order of the sheriff. Oh. Okay, so we can't get, can we get email? Does Nancy have email? No, she doesn't. Okay, fine. So we have to go all the way back to Mary's to get phone reception. So I'm pretty sure that the Chicken of Doom is responsible for the flight being delayed, because how could it not? Whoa, whoa! Bess and George want us to call them as soon as possible?
Hello?
It's me.
So what's going on there?
I found a green bottle with a bunch of love letters from Dirk to Frances inside.
Love letters? I love love letters. Was there anything in them about the loot he'd stashed for her?
No, but there are references to some of her favorite things. And since the letter that Dirk wrote to her from jail mentions that her favorite flowers will help her find the treasure.
They might help you figure out what they are. We're stuck here while you get to read love letters? Okay, George. We're suing the airline, both airports, and the weather service.
That's it for now.
Stay in touch. That's an order.
Right, that wasn't very helpful. Okay. Why did we get the email saying call us when they didn't have anything to say?
Hello, Sheriff. It's Nancy Drew again.
Hello, Nancy. What can I do for you?
Do you know most of the men who work at Shadow Ranch?
I know them all. That doesn't mean I'm best buddies with them, but it's a pretty small world out here. And I've either known or known of those boys for years.
And they're all stand-up guys, as far as you know?
I'd vouch for every single one of them.
I noticed that you put a lock on one of the buildings in the ghost town.
Yeah, the support beams in there are about to go. I was afraid some dumb tourist would knock into one of them and bring the thing down, and I'd wind up having to dig them out.
If I'm real careful, do you think I could have the combination?
It's just an old shack. There's nothing to see in there.
I'm just curious. Amateur detective, remember? I'll lock the place back up when I'm done.
Well, if you swear you'll be careful.
I'll be extremely careful, I promise.
Let's see, where did I put that combination? Ah, here we go. 9, 2, 7, 4.
Thanks for your help.
Just doing my job.
Yay, okay, 9274. Okay, so maybe Bess and George will get that information for us on day number 3 of the game. I think that's what I'm doing. I think I'm setting up to learn that on day 3. We're still on day 2. We are still on day 2. Ooh, maybe Mr. Scorpion is gone. Yes, Mr. Scorpion is gone. So what's the difference between a male and female scorpion? Was it 9372? 9274. Okay, well, you solve it once, you don't need to solve it again.
An electrician's manual. Wonder what that's doing here.
And these are the crackers that she loves. You know, those were Francis's favorite.
Interesting.
So we need to figure out what sort of crackers they are, so we can figure out what sort of flour the crackers had. Yeah.
Looks like someone's been hanging out in here.
So we're gonna call Charlena about the crackers in a moment when we're finished here.
Looks like I need to put in a password.
So the password is Pappy's name. Under Cappy's keys, Pappy's name, please. So it was Cashmere. Named after his favorite brand of clothing. Well, that wasn't so bad.
Take your forks and a crank to the Beady Eyes Ranch and make sure you see what's below. When you stick the forks in and give it a spin, off toward my treasure you'll go.
Okay, so fun fact about scorpions. The smaller scorpions have more poison than big ones. Well, of course, because they're smaller. They have less room to store their poison, therefore they need more dangerous poison. I think that makes sense, right? They need more potent poison because they have less of it. That's how they make up for not having cool poison. So, Beady Eyes Ranch, BD, right? BD.
I'll bet Dirk custom made this. The shape of this box looks familiar.
So this is Dirk's special thing, but we need the forks. So, we are going to go to Mary's to get the forks. Nancy's going to have a brain blast.
Tuning forks. Maybe Dirk meant tuning forks.
And I think we might as well play this game once more so I can show you the thingy at Cappy's. The machine at Cappy's takes the tokens from this machine, so you want to play this game in order to get tokens. This isn't much fun, but you know I'll complain about that later. But it's not easy to win the fancy game at Cappy's. It is not easy, and by not easy I mean it's ridiculously difficult. Well, it's not ridiculously difficult, and I did that wrong. Oh no! Oh no! I ding dang done got eaten. Oh. Oh, am I supposed to do this? Yeah, okay, that's what I was supposed to do. Too bad the coyote on the right doesn't follow me. The coyote on the right just doesn't follow. So I have to circle around in order to get the coyote on the right to follow.
Sure be nice if these were good for something.
Nancy, they are good for something. You know what they're good for, right?
Hi, can I help you with something?
I noticed some tuning forks over there. Would it be okay if I borrowed them for a while?
Tell you what, if you go out and find me 10 arrowheads for this display I'm working on, I'll give them to you for free. You can put them in this.
You got a deal.
There are arrowheads all over this area. You just have to keep your eyes open. You should be able to find 10 in no time, as long as you don't dig and only collect arrowheads that the rain and wind have uncovered. You won't be breaking any rules.
Do you know anything about the treasure Dirk Valentine supposedly buried somewhere around Shadow Ranch?
I know it's a lot of hogwash.
Well, what makes you so sure?
If I had $1 for every lost mine or buried treasure story I've heard in the 30-odd years I've lived here, I'd have 10 horses, 2 cars, and possibly my own helicopter. It's nothing but a tall tale. Trust me.
I saw you riding earlier near Shadow Ranch. Do you ride around there a lot?
You're mistaken. Shadow Ranch is private property. I never ride there. You must have seen somebody else.
Ooh, defensive.
Whoever I saw was riding a Palomino that looked just like yours.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me. So don't go telling people you saw me trespassing, because you didn't. Excuse me.
Yeah, she's defensive. Okay, so we need to find more of these things. The arrowheads, the arrowheads. Wait. Okay, so Shada's Shadow Queen is saying that the reason small scorpions are more poisonous is because large scorpions have the claws to protect themselves while small ones don't. We are learning so much. I mean, we learned that Albuquerque is named after the white oaks that are there. And now we've learned about scorpions.
10 arrowheads. I'm all done.
Here lies Charlie, best mule whatever lived, never kicked me or nothing. Oh, Charlie. He was my favorite. And this is Zebra Rock. You need to look at it. So there's a rattlesnake here because it's an endgame challenge, or it's the end of day 2. So basically that rattlesnake is there to make sure that you have to progress to day number 3 of the game. If there's a way to get around the rattlesnake, you would not have to progress. Right? I think that's it. Uh-oh, okay. Okay, let's go. Right.
Got those arrowheads yet?
I have 10 arrowheads right here.
So you do. It looks like I only need 9 to finish this display. So here, keep this arrowhead. Thanks for your help, Nancy. Those tuning forks are all yours.
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
So she says, I get to keep an arrowhead? I do. Cool. Is there a reason? Does that come in handy later on? I don't remember. Oh well. There's a yellow rose in Texas that I am gonna see. No other fella knows her, nobody, only me. She cried so when I left her, it like to broke my heart. And if we ever meet again, we never more shall part.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew.
Say no more.
Hello, Nancy. What's the latest?
And this is important, like I said.
Would you happen to know the brand name
The
of
crackers
back in the 1880s whose slogan was "Even the crumbs are crisp"?
Not offhand, but I certainly can find out. Details like that are why so many of my books have won awards for historical accuracy. Have you read any of my books?
Will you still find out about the crackers if I say no?
Of course I will. I realize that my novels aren't everyone's cup of tea. But it wouldn't hurt to at least give them a try, would it?
No. In fact, I'll pick one up first chance I get.
And I'll send you the name of those crackers first chance I get.
I came across something that looks like a very old token and has the words Dry Creek Merchants on it.
Sounds like you have a piece of Dry Creek script. It was sometimes used in mining towns like Dry Creek in place of currency. Does it have a denomination on it?
It says 1.5 cents.
Probably used for games.
You mean like gambling?
I'm sure it was sometimes used for gambling, but I'm talking about mechanical games. Believe it or not, they had some very primitive arcade-type games back in the 1880s. Some were quite entertaining, especially for $1.50.
Talk to you soon.
You do that.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm starting to get a little bit tired here, but we're gonna keep going, everybody. We'll keep playing this game. So where was I? I am at Cappy's, that's what I'm doing, and I am going to show you the arcade game. And let us save our game here. Okay. Because this is what the arcade game is like. What you have to do is put in one of your tokens. And you want to make the meanest gang ever. Okay, those two are nasty people. See, we failed, and that means we lost our token. Which means we have to go all the way back to Mary Yazie's, and we have to replay the Roadrunner game for a new token. So that's why I don't particularly like this game. It's because it's very difficult to win and easy to lose. Yep, there we go. Lost twice in a row. That is why I saved my game. So, that's how that works. So where was I? I was actually doing stuff.
I'm getting a definite feeling I'm not alone.
Yeah, you're not alone, Nancy. There are aliens in the universe. And if you watched carefully during that scene, you could actually see the shadow inside the building, inside the window, that is.
This outline reminds me of something.
So that goes there. The crank. And the tuning forks. So we want to spell out the name Francis. F-R-A-N-C-E-S. Yeah, I wonder why the Chicken of Doom isn't part of the slot machine game, because that is the most evil of the evil characters.
Now go and peek beneath Zebra Rock, and a tractor of metal what's there will unlock.
So, like I said, we need to go to Zebra Rock, but Mr. Rattlesnake is guarding it. So that's basically the game's way of making sure you do not progress to the third day of the game. Otherwise, I'd be able to skip right ahead and solve puzzles there and beat the game, and they're like, whoa, not cool. You need to actually do other things. Oh dear.
Looks like Mary Yazzie and Tex?
What? What? Why was Mary Yazzie with Tex? Mary and Tex are secretly working together? Can I look at this? Yeah, this is how you do barrel racing. Just wanted you to know. And Tex, can we talk to Tex? Is Tex here? He is not. He is not. Okay, so fingers crossed. If we did everything right, it is going to turn to nighttime. If we made a mistake... Yes! We did everything right. Okay. There's like a minor glitch in the game. People say they have a hard time progressing to nighttime. Usually, I think it's one of the phone calls that you missed. Maybe that's a problem. For me, it was checking Zebra Rock. And it got me stuck for about an hour.
Oops, Dave said to wear gloves.
Last time I played the game, which was not cool.
Tex must have turned the horses out for the night.
So Nancy needs her gloves in order to solve this puzzle. Puzzle same on junior mode and senior mode. The only difference is how many pieces that we have here.
This goes here.
Nice.
That looks right.
Basically, in junior mode, some of these pieces are stuck together.
That doesn't look right.
So I'm going to try everything. Victoria is asking, why wouldn't Mary be with Tex? Well, I mean...
That doesn't go there.
I guess they could be together, but Mary was getting super defensive and saying that she never goes to Shadow Ranch.
That doesn't look right.
So I'm trying this on every place
that
on the
right,
right, and it's clearly not going on the right-hand side, which means it must go in the middle.
Look right. That doesn't look right.
That looked kind of good.
That doesn't go there.
So this is not the
that doesn't go there.
Easiest puzzle. It's easier on junior mode, obviously, but that goes there. Okay, great. Good job, Nancy.
That doesn't go there.
There we go. We're making progress here. Making lots of progress here.
That doesn't look right.
I'm betting this goes here.
This goes here.
Yes! Okay. Here.
That looks right.
Wow, we're
That looks right.
We're almost done. Did I make a mistake somewhere? Once a piece is in place, it obviously goes into place. And sorry for everybody here in the studio audience. I am just ignoring you because because I'm trying to solve this puzzle. So sorry for ignoring you, everybody.
There. Sorry, coyotes. No chicken dinner for you tonight. Oh my gosh, my gloves. They're glowing. That powder in the ghost town.
So it's phosphorescent powder! So Sophie is saying that Mary is with Tex, but she's sort of embarrassed to admit it because Tex has the awkward stage mustache.
The power lines going to the ranch house were either cut or were otherwise disconnected from the house.
You mean you don't have electricity?
We have a generator. It's pretty noisy, but it sure beats the alternative.
Generator.
When I was exploring the ghost town, I got this powdery stuff all over my gloves. And last night, when it was dark, my gloves were glowing.
Glowing? Like the horse?
Exactly like the horse. Maybe it glows because someone rubbed some kind of phosphorescent powder all over it.
And if you found that stuff in the ghost town, that must be where he or she has been hanging out.
Which is why I think I'll go back out there first chance I get. And another thing, Dave was suspiciously absent during all the excitement last night.
You better be careful, Nancy. If he and whoever's out at the ghost town are working together, they may decide you're a threat.
It'd sure be nice if you two were here with me.
Well, the fog has finally lifted, and they say we will definitely get out of here today. What they won't say is when.
I found a half-burned note that had a bunch of gibberish on it in the fire pit.
Gibberish? You mean like a code?
That could be why someone tried to burn it, so no one else at the ranch would ever know what it said.
Maybe it was about the sabotage.
That's just what I was thinking.
So just find a way to decode that message, and you'll be all set.
How about some hints?
Count us out. We're too bored. Our brains have grown weak and flaccid from lack of stimulation. Try Frank and Joe. They're used to being bored.
That's it for now.
2 words, Nancy. Call us.
Oh, we've never called Nancy, and we haven't called the Hardy Boys. I said I was going to do that, and then I just didn't. Sorry.
Nancy, I figured after last night you'd be long gone. I know I would be if I were you.
When the power company turned off the power, did they say when they'd be out to fix the lines?
No, They had no idea when they'd be able to send somebody out here. And if that generator goes, I could be cooking in the dark for days, weeks. Well, not weeks, because no way am I staying here that long. I'm so freaked out now, I'm not sure I can last one more day.
You can't leave, Shorty. That's exactly what whoever's behind all these accidents wants.
Listen to you. Cool, calm, optimistic. I'm a wreck and you're a rock. Of course, you're also dead wrong and totally deluded, but I'm still impressed.
Want me to do anything before I go riding?
Same old, same old. If you bring me all the ripe stuff from the garden, I'll give you a basket to fill up with eggs. And once you're done with that, you'll be good to go.
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by anytime.
So some people were excited that you got to see Nancy's hands. Nancy's hands were covered by gloves, so I am not excited. It's more like I'm looking at gloves rather than Nancy's hands. Although Nancy's invisible hands, you'll notice she has invisible hands.
Running away last night.
When she was cooking the cake, she was stirring it with her invisible hands. So Nancy's invisible hands are inside the gloves. And those are the cows.
I shouldn't pick any vegetables until I have something to put them in.
Whoops. So wasn't I gonna call the Hardy Boys or something? I don't know. That looks ripe, that looks ripe, that looks ripe, and that looks ripe. And these four look ripe.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
There's more ripe stuff out there than that.
There is?
But that's all the ripe stuff there is, Shorty. Shorty, there is no more ripe stuff. Okay. Oh, wow. My mistake. Okay, so it turns out that those are ripe. Yeah. Okay.
It's so hot, I should get these vegetables into Shorty right away.
Pick those vegetables for me yet?
You betcha.
Good for you. Now, if you just fill that egg basket for me again, we'll be all set.
So, I have bad news, everybody. I think the Chicken of Doom returns.
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
Ah, that's a cow. The cow goes moo.
Hello, Nancy. Thanks for fixing that fence. What can I do for you?
I'm pretty sure I saw Mary Yazzie riding on the Raleigh's property. Have you ever seen her riding around here?
Can't say as I have, but then most of my duties require me to stay close to home. Tex, he's the one you ought to ask.
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
So no... Oh, Chicken of Doom is here.
Ow! Yikes! Maybe I'll come back when she's not in such a foul mood.
Oh, you fouled up big time, Nancy. I bet Nancy really has egg on her face now. This is one task which is not over easy. I'll stop with the egg jokes. No more chicken jokes. Sorry, everybody. I mean, I don't want to, like, egg you guys on or anything like that. Okay, we did it. So, Shorty, we're finished with Shorty's chores. I imagine Tex has chores.
For me?
Right here.
Good for you. Anything I can do for you now?
Yeah, could I gobble down those eggs?
Could I get a canteen of water from you?
You betcha. You're good to go.
Well, I'd better get going.
Don't be a stranger.
So I want to talk to Dave. I think we can talk to Dave about something.
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
No? Okay.
I'll let you get back to work.
Ma'am?
I thought there was a special conversation with Dave, but I could be wrong. In any case, puzzle, and I finally will tell you about the thing I suddenly realized.
Need something?
Is it okay if I go riding?
Nope. I took a bridle apart, oiled the pieces, and left them in that can on the shelf. You can't ride till you get the bridle put back together right. I put the bit next to the can.
Talk to you later.
If you last that long.
So, this is what the finished thing is supposed to look like. That is your clue for the puzzle.
There's the headstall. Now, let's see.
I finally realized what the clue for the puzzle was. Hooray! So that was the thing I suddenly remembered. Because otherwise I'm like, this is not a very fair puzzle. We need to put something together and we have no idea what it looks like. It's still not the greatest puzzle ever.
Goes here.
But, I mean, now that we know what it looks like, it's a lot easier to solve the puzzle, right?
I'm getting there.
No, that goes on the right.
This goes here. That looks right. Perfect.
Great, so we have fixed it. Can we zoom in here? Why are we zooming in here? Is there anything interesting here? No.
Need something?
I found a horseshoe outside that wasn't there yesterday. I was thinking that maybe the phantom horse threw it. It's got a rock wedged in it.
So it does. Looks like the kind of rock you'd find out by the ghost town.
So, you've been out to Dry Creek?
Yep. Last time I was out there, my horse acted real strange. Even tried to throw me. Was like he saw something I couldn't. Something he didn't like. Something that was telling him to stay away.
You're not suggesting he saw a ghost, are you?
I'm just telling you what I know. You don't want to hear what I got to say, then quit asking me stuff.
People in the studio audience are wondering if Tex is a smoker. You know, I think that would explain why his voice is so scruffy. Almost as scruffy as his mustache.
Did I see you and Mary Yazzie riding together?
Me and Mary Yazzie? Of course not. Why, I ain't said more than 10 words to her since I got here. You're imagining things.
I put that bridle back together. Now may I go riding?
Yep.
Talk to you later.
Just stay out of trouble.
So, question. Has Batman ever grown a mustache? I have not read any of the Batman comics. I have not watched many of the movies, but if Batman grew a mustache, that could be cool. So now we can finally, okay, so our clue, we're finally following up on that clue that we got in Cappy's. An attractor of metal, what's there will unlock, that is right there underneath Zebra Rock. Oh, wait a minute, I'm doing things wrong, aren't I? Well, I can do this anyway. So this is a puzzle where you use the magnet to take everything where it's supposed to go. And it's difficult because you can't really see anything. So just back away from the puzzle and go back towards the puzzle. Do this several times. And eventually the walls will disappear. Where did my magnet go? There it is. So this is not the best puzzle ever, specifically because you don't have a real way of knowing which thing is which. Is there a clue which says MN is orange? It's not orange. So I just sort of have to try it out in every single spot until I find the spot that is correct. When you get something in the right spot, it is going to snap into place. No? Let's restart. Let's get manganese over here. Clearly it's going to be on the upper left area. So sorry people in the studio audience, I'm busy focusing on the game here. This is requiring 100% of my attention. I am not reading your comments. I apologize. Come on. have the patience for this anymore. Oh dear. Okay, so I think silicon is the gray stuff. Oh wow, yeah, that was good. That was a good run. No, I'm moving it to the right. To the right. Oh dear. Okay. Whew. I think see you is copper. Or see you later. Yay! Okay, which means this one must be iron, right? No, it's not. Okay, so the upper right one is copper, and then the other one is iron? So see how difficult this is, even without the boards there? Yeah. And this is for the flowers puzzle, but we haven't figured out what all of the favorite flowers are, so therefore we cannot actually solve the puzzle. I mean, you can solve the puzzle if you know what the answer is ahead of time, but that requires, what's the word? Cheating? Or having played this game before and remembering. So, I'm not a cheater or a rememberer. Hey, I can look at the studio audience again! Oh boy, oh boy. Wait, people in the studio audience are making random animal sounds? What? But I wanted to join in making random animal sounds. Oh. So, email. Ah, so that's the, those are the crackers. Those are the crackers, and the bead pattern is the spiral flower. So this is going to trigger the bead pattern puzzle, but internet browser. Kel Heller. So sunflower crackers. Sunflower crackers. And Mary.
Hi, can I help you with something?
Tex told me about, you know, you and him.
He did?
Yeah, I kind of tricked him into telling me.
I don't believe it. He swears me to secrecy, then goes blabbing it to some teenager? Oh well, it was bound to come out sometime.
That's kind of what Tex said, too.
I mean, we're in love. What's the big deal?
Wiggity waggity what?!
Right, you're in love. What's the big deal?
Wait a minute. He didn't tell you anything, did he? You tricked me. Oh, you're good. You are good.
Oh, no. So Nancy tricked her.
Why do you think you have to keep your love for each other a secret?
Tex knows the Raleighs and I have been arguing about that property I want to buy. He's afraid if the Raleighs find out about us, they'll think he's collaborating with the enemy and fire him.
The Raleighs wouldn't do that.
I think the real reason Tex wants to keep it a secret is because he's got this rough, tough loner thing going. I think the idea of changing his image scares him.
So how did you get past his rough, tough loner thing?
I didn't. He got past mine. Anyway, Tex and I are in love. We tried to keep it a secret, and we blew it. You know, for a city slicker, you got a lot of country smarts.
Why are you so interested in buying that property from the Raleighs?
There's a whole bunch of petrified wood on it. Tex discovered it. Every so often, he'll bring some pieces in, and I'll use it in my jewelry or try to sell it.
I'd like to recreate the beadwork that was on this bag. Only it looks like I need a lot of different beads.
Beads, huh? Let me see what I can do. While I do this for you, why don't you finish that display for me? The one behind you.
Sounds good.
So this is a double puzzle. Oh boy, double puzzles. Not too bad. Just get everything in the rows. So obviously blue is here. So let's just how are we going to do this? Let's just get all the blue colored things in the blue section to start with. That's how I usually solve these puzzles, right? So this is an optional puzzle in that if you solved the flower puzzle earlier, you could have solved the flower puzzle earlier and then skipped this. Skip this. The only reason you want this puzzle is so you can figure out what the flower is. And if you already know what the flower is, well, hey. Now let's just get all the red pieces in the red section. So that was really clever what Nancy did there, just tricking Mary into revealing the truth about their love. So Tex is not a grumpy old man, he's just pretending to be a grumpy old man. He's trying to hide the fact that Mary makes his heart burst with joy. Okay, so now we get to sort everything, and everything is sorted by row. So this row has that thing, this row has these beads. So let's just sort area by area. Might as well. Okay, blue section looks perfect. Let's get the red section in place. Once again, sorry for ignoring you in a studio audience, everybody. You know, busy trying to pay attention to, like, the actual video game and stuff. Okay, so mix those beads up. Whoops, my mistake. Okay, and that looks good. Now let's just finish this and we'll be all set. We will be good to go. Perfect, right? Perfect? Is that perfect? Do you see any mistakes? Because I don't really see any mistakes. Nancy didn't say anything
I'm
about...
not quite done.
What? What are you talking about, Nancy? You're done. Wait. Color and pattern. And then arrange from smallest to large. Oh no! Is this? Oh. Well, forget this puzzle. Okay, so that's how you solve that puzzle. Kind of. See you later, Mary. Bye. I'm going off to Dry Creek now. If you people in the studio audience want to see me go back and actually solve that puzzle, just let me know. Say, Michael, stop being such a slacker. Anyway, here you'll notice...
Hey, this is the key to the jail cell.
Everything is gone. And Nancy's knocked unconscious.
I am in the jail cell.
So this is Dirk's code.
So far, so good.
Remember, each line stands for a number, so, this is 4. D is the 4th letter of the alphabet.
I'm getting there. Very good.
Thank you for the encouragement, Nancy.
Underbank lamp.
So, underbank lamp, that is the thing that Dirk, that is the clue that Dirk left.
That's the key.
And let's get the fancy game over sequence where you knock the key over. Oh. Game over sequence. Nancy accidentally knocks the key into the horrible thingy, the hole in the floor. But hold on a second. Computer error here. I've actually got two computers here, in case you didn't know. I'm playing the game on one computer, and the second computer I'm actually using to read the comments and stuff. So this is a game over sequence.
Oh no! Now I'm going to be stuck.
Nancy cut herself off. Okay. Well, somebody said it's okay that I'm slacking off, and Nancy is finally in jail. So what you want to do is use your lasso. Lasso. You use your lasso to pull up the chair, and then you want to use your bricks here. And now you have to use your lasso again.
Come to Mama.
Find it awkward that Nancy refers to herself as Mama. I know she has mom genes, but still.
Whoever clobbered me must have dropped this.
To hide a message, take the last two letters of a word, reverse them, and then add them to the start of the word. Use these pictures in place of the word. Anyone talks about this, they get a load of buckshot. Dirk.
Oh, Dirk. Dirk, he's such a jerk. Okay, so that's how the code works, and we can use that to uncode that message from the very beginning of the game. Something about maybe Dirk has hidden the treasure right under Sheriff Nose. But it's good that Nancy was knocked unconscious and locked in jail for reasons that I don't think ever get fully explained. The culprit just wanted to be evil. So, I mean, Nancy was able to see the clue.
There's a letter down there.
And find this letter.
Did you know you can play some games more than one way? You can, and I'll tell you how. Use the ring that's the twin of Ellie's, your cousin, in Cappy's fun machine now.
Yeah, and Katie has a point. Nancy using the lasso in between the bars of the jail, not very realistic. And yes, Nancy is very lucky that they just happened to leave the... This happened to leave the key to the jail cell right outside the jail cell. Alright, might as well see if this puzzle still needs fixing. So this is a moon, which is extra small, and then this is extra large, so that extra large goes on the right. Wait. Hold on a second. Moon is small, and then this is the larger one. Moon is small. Butterfly is smaller. Okay. I'll just do half the puzzle now. Okay, check is large. This is extra large. And, okay, so moon, check. Okay, great. How many things of this puzzle are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Oh, 42. Oh. Okay. So that's how you would solve this puzzle if you actually wanted to. It's kind of hard to see the thing, because like my cursor is sort of blocking the symbol. Moon, butterfly, check. Check is large. This is extra large. So medium, large, okay. All the greens are going to be done first, just because. That's a medium. And that's a medium. Okay, that's good. I I can't see what this one is. That's an arrow. That's extra large. So small is definitely before extra large. Butterfly small. Oh, look, moon, butterfly, and then that thing. Okay, good. And then this is extra large. This is check. So check comes before extra large. And that's check. Check, check, extra large. This is check. That's large. Large. And then extra small. Okay. And then this is, again, that's extra large. Then check. Okay, 2 extra larges and then a check. Did I do this one already? Might as well do the entire puzzle now, jeez. Yeah, I'll just do the entire puzzle now. Otherwise, I'll just forget. Okay, so medium, large, and extra large. This is extra large. This is medium. This is small, medium. Okay, so that's check. You have check and moon. Moon comes before check, and then extra large. This is arrow, extra large. Arrow comes before the 2 extra larges. Hey, everybody, isn't this fun? Boy, boy, oh boy, fun. Arrow and medium. So we want small, arrow, medium. Okay, this is going to be check size. Medium. Small, medium, large. And did I do this already? That's medium, extra large, and then medium.
There, that looks right.
Okay, so that's how you solve that puzzle, the one which takes forever.
Hi. I finished that display for you. Any luck finding those beads?
Here, try these.
So I find it strange that, you know, sometimes the talking counter just shrinks to a very little bit, like right here.
Great, thanks.
And normally it's filled up all the way to the bottom of the screen.
Catch you later.
I don't really understand what the reasoning is behind that. So this is another puzzle. The beads. Where's that beaded purse? Am I going to have to go back for the beaded purse? What we have to do is follow the instructions left by Bess and George inside that letter. Hey, people here in the studio audience are having fun. Fun, 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 fun. Looking forward to the weekend.
Something.
Talk to you later.
Yahoo.
We cannot talk to him about Mary Yazi? About their love? Why not?
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
It seems that Mary Yazi and Tex have a thing for each other.
Tex and Mary Yazi? You gotta be kidding me.
They're keeping it hush-hush because Tex is afraid the Raleighs might not approve.
Wow, I've
Can't
been
see why
playing
the
for...
Raleighs would care. Less, of course, they dislike her as much as she seems to dislike them. And even then, I can't see where it'd be any of their business. You got a steady back home?
Steady? You mean boyfriend? Well, sort of. What about you? Do you have a girlfriend?
Never mind. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked. Forget I said anything.
So
what else can I do for you?
Oh, so many things to talk about. So I'm getting distracted by the fact I've been playing for about 3 hours now. Coming up on 3 hours. Dave wants to know if Nancy has a boyfriend. When he hears the answer is yes, whoops, all of a sudden he doesn't want to talk anymore.
Last time I was in the ghost town, somebody clobbered me over the head and locked me up in the old jail.
That's terrible. Did you see who did it?
No, because I was knocked unconscious at the time.
No, but I have a sneaking suspicion it may be bank robbers who've been using the town to lie low.
You shouldn't go there anymore, Nancy. Something bad's obviously going on, and you should just stay away. And call the sheriff, of course.
Did your great aunt, by any chance, leave you a ring?
Sure did. It was her most prized possession. In fact, I got it right here. Seems to me Aunt Ellie said Francis had one just like it. I keep it on me for good luck.
I know this is a lot to ask, but do you think I could borrow it for a while?
Borrow it? What for?
It's kind of a long story.
Just take care of it, okay?
I'll let you get back to work.
Take care.
So, Dave apparently does not mind Nancy and her mom, Jeans. Because I have a sneaking suspicion he was going to ask her out on a date if she was still single. Okay, bead puzzle, right? Bead puzzle? Where's the bead? Is it not here? Is it actually in my inventory? It is. Okay. So where are those beads I just got? Here we go. We want to put them on according to the pattern that George and Bess gave us. Which means you sort of have to plan everything out in advance, but don't worry, it's not too difficult. And eventually we see what kind of flower it is. Looks like for now it's just the little cross thing. Now we get some new colors. We have red. And we're gonna have to start switching from red and yellow and then sparkly red. It's something like this, which is not really sparkly red, but it sort of looks like sparkly red, doesn't it? So, fun fact, I believe, in the original Nancy Drew books, she did not have a steady boyfriend at that point. She had not met Ned. She meets Ned in a book after this one. So,
Perfect.
Yeah.
That flower looks kind of like a poppy.
It's a poppy! Wow! Wow, we have a bunch of people who said poppy. Oh wait, Bridget said it was a poppy, not a bunch of people. She just said it twice, so I thought 2 people were saying it. Yeah.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Come back soon.
Oh boy, you know, it's sort of like that one movie. I just can't remember the name of the movie. Oh well. Maybe it'll come to me while I'm writing out, because now that I know all of the flowers, I can go writing. Hooray!
Need something?
May I go riding again?
Oh, Bob's all yours.
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
Come on, Bob. Good boy.
Oh yeah, I was at the trail stop. Sorry, I'm trying to think of the movie. Oh man. Let's say Back to the Future. It's like Back to the Future 2. I didn't watch that. I just watched Back to the Future 1. I watched it twice, and you know, same thing, right? Same thing. So, was I supposed to do something here? I solved that puzzle. Oh! Did Nancy take the box with her? Smart thinking. So now we can finally solve the flower puzzle, now that we know what all of the flowers are. And really, you think you could have solved this earlier. Because say you know like 6 of the flowers, or how many are there? 6 flowers. If you only know 5 of the flowers, you can use a process of elimination to figure out what the 6th flower must be.
Secret compartment.
If you hope this task to ever complete, you must wind her up so she'll move her feet.
Thank you for the poem. Okay. So what we need to do is play the game at Cappy's using the ring. Yeah, okay. I remember now, I remember now. A couple people in the studio audience want me to sing. I don't feel as confident with my singing as I used to be, you know, ever since joining like the choir, because they want me to sing tenor, and it's like, oh, but that's like super high. I have a super wide range, but still singing tenor hurts. Of course, singing bass hurts too, so it's like, I don't know, I'm a baritone. But I mean, when they sing, they do like the fancy wavy thingy, which you always hear of somebody singing like the national anthem at your baseball games or whatever. Like, so I mean, here's how I would sing the national anthem. I'd go, "For the land of the free and the home of the brave." But the fancy singers, they go, "For the land of the free and the home of the brave." Like, that's all I'm saying. It's making me feel unconfident about my ability to sing, because apparently that's what really fancy singing is like. Is that what it's like?
If I keep playing, I'm bound to win eventually. Interesting.
Okay, I want to make the nicest... This is why I wanted the ring from, Dave. We have to play this game and make the nicest friends ever. Well, okay, people are talking about singing tenor and alto. Well, mostly are female. I think female people can sing high notes better than male people. Is that right?
If I keep playing,
I might be okay at doing the, wait, load game, take game, load. Yes. So the soprano parts, I think, I forget the difference between soprano and alto. I just know that's the part that they have the girls sing, and it's the part that I want to sing because I like it much better than, I'm singing deep, singing deep, singing deepy deep. Wow, hey, perfect. Hooray, I win, so I get the key for this thing. I don't know. I'll have to think of a song with parts, but I don't have any of the music with me, so I can't really do that.
On the paper you got when you first began, draw lines between the pictures shown here. If you draw them in order, you'll find something you need behind the picture that you make appear.
Okay.
On the paper you got when you first began, draw lines between the pictures shown here. If you draw them in order, you'll find something you need behind the picture that you make appear.
So I think, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to find that piece of paper. And follow Dirk's clues. Here we go, here's a piece of paper. So we want to make everything match. My particular singing voice is better suited for a choir, you know, like a barbershop quartet. I get it from Grandpa. He was in a barbershop quartet. So,
V, for Valentine, no doubt.
And that is the same as this particular petroglyph, which is your clue. Now, that's one of the things about this particular game is they're pretty clever with the difference between junior mode and senior mode. In junior mode, Nancy mentions the petroglyph. Here she doesn't. With the puzzle for the trunk, you know, Charlena says 4911 in junior mode. In senior mode, she doesn't. Anyway, where was I? I got distracted, and now people in the studio audience are talking about singing. But, I mean, like, I showed off. I can sing the super high notes. But I don't know if it's me singing the notes in my voice super high, or if I'm just singing it in a really high voice. You know, I'm singing in the high voice. It's got a high pitch, and that's what it is. So, you know, I don't know if I'm actually singing and singing high notes or if I'm singing in a high voice, because usually half the time when I'm doing tenor, I'm singing in this voice, it's this voice, rather than like me singing in my real voice. I don't know, whatever.
At Charlie's grave, hold this up, look around, and you'll see the trail to a gift to you from me.
It's a rock. Too bad it's so scuffed up.
Oh, scuffed? We're gonna have to scrub it. Bum, 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 bum. Everybody in the country to the tub. Everybody in the country wash and scrub. Everybody in the country to the pub. Michael is the president of the English club. Everybody in the country in the tub. Everybody in the country wash and scrub. Everybody in the country to the tub. Michael is the president of the English club. I'm just showing off my wide range at this point.
Hi, can I help you with something?
But I'm just saying, my wide range apparently is hurting in choir because I'm in a choir where people have very distinct ranges and, you know, you're not supposed to go out of your range.
I found this piece of rock in the desert. I'd really like to get the scuff marks off of it.
Looks like it's been polished before. If I put it in the polisher, it'll buff up in no time. Let me see what I can do. It's a picture agate.
Great. Thanks, Mary. It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
I should sing a deep song now that I've hurt my voice singing.
We're booked on a flight to Phoenix.
Oh, right.
The bad news is the flight's been delayed.
Here we go again.
Oh, no. Why?
The plane that's supposed to fly us out of here is sitting on a tarmac in New Jersey waiting to take off. It's like 93rd in line or something. So what are you doing, Nance? Have you figured out who's behind the sabotage yet?
No, but I have a gut feeling that whoever it is after Dirk Valentine's treasure, which means if I can find a treasure, I can put a stop to the sabotage. And I think I'm in the home stretch. All I have to do is go where the picture on this agate takes me, and I'll be all set.
The picture on this what?
It's a long story.
I'm tempted to ask you to wait until George and I get there, but I know that'd be like asking an Olympic speed skater to slow down. Just be prepared to tell us all about it.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Oh, and thanks for sending me that bead pattern.
Thanks for giving us something to do. Bye.
So why did Nancy have to leave in order to have the rock polished? I don't know. But I was saying, now that I've sang so many of... Oh wait, another thing somebody in the studio audience pointed out. You'll notice all these papers Dirk left 100 years ago are in perfect condition. Nobody moved that rock in the past 100 years. Craziness. But since I'm finished singing the, This is Charlie's Grave. Finished singing those high-pitched songs. What's a low-pitched song that guys sing? Old Man River, that old man river.
That tree looks just like the one on the agate.
He must know something, but I don't know nothing. He just keeps rolling. He keeps on rolling along. So that's a deep, deep song. I don't know any other, like, deep songs. You don't really hear the deep guy.
How am I going to get up there?
I'm told in the boy bands, like, the guy with the deep voice, he doesn't sing as much, but the guy with the higher voice, he sings more often than the guy with the deep voice. I don't know if that's just one band in general, or if it's just all the boy bands. I don't watch too many boy bands. In fact, I don't watch any. Swanee River... way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away. That's where my heart is turning ever. There's where the old folks stay. All the world is sad and dreary everywhere I roam. Oh, Lordy, how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home. So blue, yellow, red. Okay, I'm just checking to see what these are. It looks like these instructions are going to be the same no matter when you play the game, the instructions for that particular puzzle are always going to be the same. Now, this puzzle requires you to get keys. Actually, let me save my game here, just so I can double check to see if it's actually a random puzzle or not. And people are suggesting that the keys you have to get are, in fact, random. So they say, like, the location of the keys in these things are random, which could be possible. This is basically a horrendous maze puzzle that Dirk set up for us. So, the pathway... Oh, I'm so lost. This is a pathway. Brown, lime, red, blue, green, or whatever those ones are. I've got it written down here. So, the pathway is the same, but the key locations are not. That's what I'm thinking. Brown... and then lime. But there could be a key in the yellow room, so there is none. Brown, lime. Now we're gonna have yellow, red, blue. Found a key. Great. Yellow. Just checking to see if there are any keys. Did I come from that direction? There's a key. Okay, so I was going yellow, red, blue, right? Yellow, did I go through yellow? I did not. Yellow. Red. Found a key. You need to find all of the keys, and sorry, once again, I'm ignoring everybody in the studio audience because I'm super focused on the game. But this is sort of a difficult puzzle, so you need to keep your wits about you. Red, yellow, blue, orange, lime, yellow, brown. So orange. I ran through orange. Did I? Orange. Lime. Yellow has me going up here. To brown, orange, lime, yellow, brown. Okay, blue, lime, orange, blue. Blue. I mean, that looked like a thing there, right? I can't look in it. Okay, blue, lime. Blue, lime, orange, blue. Orange, blue. Now I want brown, lime. Brown, lime, Orange, red. Orange, red. Blue, yellow, lime. My notes are so scrambled up here. I really should have done a better job of this. Blue, yellow, lime. Blue, yellow, lime, blue, and... yeah, this is it.
Yikes! Falling down there would not be fun.
Okay, everybody. Okay, cool. Where was I? Oh, no. This is the end. So, lime, brown, and then yellow. Okay, so did I get all of the keys? No! I missed a key, which means I have to go all the way back through the maze and try to find the one key I missed. So usually the one key I miss is, okay, well, the one time I did this, the key I missed was, up here in this upper level, so... I didn't actually have to go back downstairs. Could this be it? No. This was always no fun. There we go. There's the key I missed. Now I need to remember which direction I came from. Yellow, lime, blue, and then I went... ah, yeah, this is the exit. Okay. Yeah, okay, great. Thank goodness I missed the key very close to the exit as opposed to one of the keys at the very, very beginning.
This goes here. That looks right. That looks right. This goes here.
And then this goes here.
This goes here.
With all the keys, we can now solve this. Look, we have a heart. It's Francis, and Dirk. And he made a little heart with his name, with his little V thing.
There it is. Dirk Valentine's treasure. Solid gold hearts.
Aww. We got the treasure, and Nancy doesn't want to look at any of these things because apparently they're not important. Okay, whatever. And are you ready to see who the culprit is? Because you are going to see who the culprit is.
Uh-oh.
Why, hello, Nancy. Find the treasure yet?
So you're the one who's been sabotaging the ranch.
That's right. Here my buddies and I went to all that trouble. Wrangling that horse, busting that pipe, cutting those wires trying to scare people off the ranch so we could tear the place apart looking for the treasure. When all we really had to do was what I just got done doing. Follow you.
You went to a lot of trouble for nothing. The treasure's gone.
Well, now, I don't believe you, Miss Nancy. Oh, and by the way, it's too far to make it back to the ranch without a horse, and I just ran yours off, which means you, to use an old cooking expression, are toast.
That's what you think.
Looks to me like the only way out is the way you came in, Nancy. So, ready or not, here I come.
Somebody wants me to do the death scene. So the death scene is what happens if you just stay in place and Nancy dies because Shorty finds her.
Just went through another door, Nancy. Went through another one. Only 4 to go. I'm just 3 doors away from you, Nancy. Only 2 to go. Almost there. Only 1 door left, Nancy. This is it. Here's Shorty.
So creepy. So creepy.
Looks to me like the only way out is the way you came in, Nancy. So, ready or not, here I come.
So we're gonna fool him by changing around the trail markers because we are mean. So he's going to go through lime at this point. So if I trick him into thinking this is lime, he will fall and die.
There. Now I better hide.
Last door. After I get the treasure, I'll deal with you. Whoa! You switched door markers on me, didn't you? That was downright mean, Nancy. I could have hurt myself. At least you can do is help me off of here. How about it?
Nah, I think I'll go get the sheriff and let him help you off of there. Dear Hannah, it turns out that Shorty had ridden to the cliff dwellings on the Phantom horse, which was really just a trick horse that a friend of one of his bank robber buddies had trained. Since my horse was gone and it was getting dark, I wound up riding it back to the ranch so I could call the sheriff. You should have seen the look on everyone's face when I rode up on a glowing horse. It looks like the phosphorescent powder that they used to make it glow was harmless, but Tex is taking care of the horse until he's sure it's okay. Mary Yazzie has straightened everything out with the Raleighs, and now she comes over a lot, mostly to see Tex. He turns beet red whenever she's around. It's actually kind of cute. Speaking of cute, Dave confessed to the Raleighs as soon as they got home from the hospital, just like he said he would. They not only forgave him, they even offered to split the treasure with him if it turns out they can keep it. Sheriff Hernandez is looking into it. The best part is, Bess and George finally got here, and we've been having a ball. Here's a picture of the three of us on our horses. Unfortunately, Dave took it. Guess he didn't realize his finger was over the lens. See you in a couple of days. Love, Nancy. P.S. I started reading the Charlene Purcell novel Aunt Bet has. And you know what? I can't put it down.
So, Dave and Tex got together and decided to nickname me Hawka for reading everything. Okay, yeah, that works, that works. Happy ending for everybody except Shorty. What's this?
If dreams can come true, what about curses? Well, in my next mystery adventure, you can find out for yourself, if you dare. I've been invited to a creepy old castle in England to find out who or what is terrorizing its residents.
Oh dear.
Could it be that the spirit of a centuries-old witch has returned to seek revenge? And why, after 300 years, has the beast of Blackmoor returned to prowl the moors again? The answers to these and many other dark secrets will be uncovered in my next case, The Curse of Blackmoor Manor.
Nancy Drew, The Curse of Blackmoor Manor. Ow, voice died. So that's it, everybody. That is the end of the game. We're finally finished. Finally, I can go to sleep. And finally, Bess and George arrive. I'm glad they finally made it to the party. So, not much to say. Everybody in the studio audience is happy. They're excited for Blackmoor Manor. They love Blackmoor Manor. So how long have I been doing this studio audience thing? For over 3 hours. Okay, okay. That's a lot. Good night, all of you people who are in other countries and need to sleep. Huh, same voice as Bess and Francis. Wayne Raleigh as Frank Hardy. Wonder if he's related to the Raleighs. I never called Frank and Joe. Oh dear. I can't believe Sheriff Hernandez and Dirk Valentine, same voice? Nice. Oh. People are saying I sound sleepy. Oh hey, I know that person. Recognizing names on the list here. Ooh, Atari distributed this game. They were the new distributor? Okay, but, you know what? I was going to call the Hardy Boys. So, let's actually do that. Let's keep this going. Let's just call the Hardy Boys and then I'll end this video.
Excuse me?
Nancy, hi. Sorry, I thought you were somebody else.
Who'd you think I was?
Hey, Nancy.
Hi, Frank.
I thought you were this guy we're doing some work for.
You guys are on a case? That's great.
No, it's not. Turns out the guy is a bit neurotic.
What does he want you to do?
He wants us to track down his missing laptop. He left it in a restaurant.
Only he keeps calling us.
Yeah, like every 2 minutes.
He's become a real nuisance.
Maybe you should just quit.
Can't.
Why not?
The guy's filthy rich. And if we find that laptop, he said he'd make us filthy rich.
But the real reason we can't quit is he's the son of our mother's best friend.
Yeah, if we quit, we'd never hear the end of it. Uh-oh, we've got another call.
Let him leave a message for the 9,000,000th time. So, Nancy, tell us about the ranch.
There's a real honest-to-goodness ghost town near here.
No way. Have you been there?
Yep, and even though I went by myself, I'm pretty sure I wasn't alone.
What do you mean?
I saw something that makes me think bank robbers from Denver may be hiding out there.
Bank robbers?
From Denver?
That's the first time I've said that out loud. It does sound kind of nuts, doesn't it?
You saw what you saw?
How hot did you say it was down there?
I don't know. Somewhere in the 90s, I guess. Maybe in the hundreds.
So there you were, traipsing around a ghost town in 100-degree heat.
I really don't think she was hallucinating, Joe.
It was just a thought.
Yeah.
I'm positive that whoever's been hanging around the ghost town is connected to all the stuff that's been happening at the ranch.
What makes you say that?
The goose egg on my head, for one thing. Somebody knocked me out, then tried to make me a permanent inmate at the jail.
Congratulations! You're making somebody nervous. Means you're on the right track.
So in your twisted world, Joe, being a victim of foul play is a good thing?
The best. I mean, if you're a detective, and if you've got a hard head, which you obviously do. But in a good way.
Speaking of hard heads, believe it or not, there's a helmet built into the cowboy hat I borrowed from Bet Raleigh.
And somebody still managed to knock you out?
I think they whipped it off my head just before they clobbered me, but I really don't remember.
Sounds like whoever it was very determined. You are making somebody sweat. I'm impressed.
I could use a hint when it comes to that letter Dirk left for Frances under the bank lamp.
Seeing as Frances and her ring are long gone, your only hope now is to find her ring's twin.
And there's only one person around there who could possibly have it.
And if you get lucky and find it, then your next step is to go to Cappy's and have fun.
I need a hint when it comes to winding up the dancer that's inside the music box.
Maybe getting the key you need to wind it up has something to do with playing that fun machine at Cappy's.
Catch you later.
Adios.
Happy trails.
Hooray! And that's it for the Hardy Boys. That is it for my playthrough of Nancy Drew, Secret of Shadow Ranch.